Welcome back, everybody, to Dystopia Live, where we will show you the horrors of the dystopia world. We are back for yet another game, and quite possibly also the last of this part of the campaign. Which means that if they survive, die, or maybe even get home, another story will start from either next Sunday or the Sunday after that. I hope you have enjoyed the ride so far and is excited for the last part of the story. So, if you are new, we have a YouTube channel called Dystopia Live, where we have all of the former live streams, so you can follow the story or rewatch your favorite moments. We also have a Patreon over there, I believe, or there. I'm not sure. There, where you can find us on Patreon, and you can support us and what we do. We have an awesome reward system, and the more you give us, the more we give back, and we have more rewards on the way. We just have to be able to meet up and do stuff again. Also, check out our shop at dystopia.dk/shop, where we have awesome merch that you can get. We also have super nice and soft hoodies with our epic logo on the back. Do check it out. It is sweet. Now, last time we left off, they woke up in an apothecary. They found that Gabrielle was gone, and that something had moved into the back locale and had ate the place that they needed to go to find her. They found out by solving riddles and half beating a poor, well, they actually beat the poor creature to death, discovered a sea of undead, noped the hell out of there, and got attacked by zombies. Anyways, and Gracie was actually bitten by one of these zombies, being the first to take a major damage, which also caused her to lose a little bit of sanity. And that is exactly where we left off, as they were moving towards the coordinates that they had found. So, you were walking. It is getting a little bit dark, but not because it's late. The clouds are just getting thicker and thicker as the time passes. I have to do the thing. There we go. Should work there. You find that this whole ordeal is starting to get to you. You have slowly adapted to this world, and it's getting underneath your skin. You can feel this change that Luke talked about before he was dragged off by the cultists. It has happened to all of you. Something is different about you. As you walk, you finally get outside the city, and you see a bunch of beautiful rolling hills, and further out, on top of one of the taller hills, there is a shining white wagon with a tall metallic tower on top.
Oh,
Well, that's not creepy at all.
Question to GM. Am I still bleeding? Because we never patched it up.
I believe you patched it up with a bandage.
And we were going to try and find something antibacterial.
Did we have any?
You tried to find antibacterial, but you didn't have any, so you just kind of made sure that it didn't kill you immediately.
Yeah. But I'm still... It's still not clean.
It's still not clean, but it's the best you got.
Also, alcohol when you need it.
Huh?
But yeah, what do you do?
I'm gonna stay behind a little bit. Take things slow.
I'm probably back there to try and support Gracie, making sure that
I'm
he doesn't
just-
fall.
Yeah, me too.
You
guys.
Gracie.
So what? That leaves
Ernest and Felix in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the
Julian?
frontliners now.
Along with Julian, remember?
With
Yeah,
Yeah.
the kid.
on
The
my
kid.
back as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
Julian is still on Ernest's back.
What we've probably done is like having us three in the front while you run at the back. So if something happens, either Alex or Cosmo can like step forward and like stab.
Yeah.
I can throw myself onto the zombies. I'm already into
You!
the zombies.
Shit, they're low.
As you're taking a break at the edge of the city to make sure that Grace is all right, anyone who is looking towards this white wagon may roll either military sciences, police sciences, or one of the other perceptionary skills that I have allowed before because I have closed down the skill list for some reason.
I got 11.
Sorry, can I just get that again? My sound and everything just cut. So,
Roll military sciences is probably the one you want to roll.
yeah.
I too got
13.
11.
13.
11, 11, and 13.
5.
And 5.
What is rolling low?
Cosmo, you are very focused on making sure that Gracie is alright. The rest of you, as you are peeking out towards this huge white thing, you see the top of 5 other wagons, would you guess, around it in some sort of circle. The largest one with the metallic tower is in the middle on the top of a hill. You also shortly spot these very tall, broad figures wearing gas masks and helmets walking around. It's only there for a moment, but it doesn't seem like they're afraid to be seen. Alex, you actually, for a moment, right there, kind of feel intrigued by them. Mostly their jackets. It's like a cool style.
In the middle of an apocalypse, creepy man standing in one of the. Ooh, that's a nice jacket.
Yes.
See, I have a terrible memory, like out of character. What was it we were trying to look for again?
You were looking to gain the coordinates for the next weak spot between the worlds, so you could do the rituals and you could get home.
Where
And they were supposed to be in a laboratory.
we needed to go past the sea where hills and earth inverted, where thunder strikes.
Well, that's probably there then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be like a lightning rod or something in the middle. Gain power.
Yeah. Well then.
I don't know. No.
Do we, I presume, since people were very much against taking the aggressive way before, we take the diplomatic way this time?
Yeah.
Finally?
Yeah. Sounds pretty.
You want to know a diplomatic way.
Well, Ernest, lead the way.
Yes.
You're the politician.
Right.
You're the social butterfly.
Right.
You can just go straight alone up there.
Well, I will. I'll
Don't
sort
worry.
of like leave Julian with Felix. I think I'll be like, Julian, you can stay here whilst I sort of go ahead and see if it's sort of safe around there.
When you come back,
Oh, of course. Don't you worry about that.
you don't disappear for like weeks, like Gabrielle did.
No, I won't.
I'll come with you, Ernest. You know,
Pinky
just
promise.
Pinky promise.
Sure.
Alright.
He
you up.
reluctantly lets go of your hand. Very, very reluctantly.
I have a cat.
All right,
Yes.
and then yeah, Alex, you said you wanted to, you could join me.
Yeah, I'll come with you. Make sure, and don't worry, I won't talk that much unless they try to threaten us.
We'll see if if it gets a little bit dicey. I appreciate that you're there.
Yes,
Um,
I will. I have my nerves under the control after under control after smashing that head of that thing back there.
that's that's good. So
Well, I'm happy you got all your aggressions out.
yeah,
Are you sure?
let's there yeah we sort of scouts up there ahead then. Try and
You scout. You may roll military sciences, the both of you then.
Alright.
14.
Because I know that's your primary skill, so gonna work with it.
It's the two people with that +6 on those ones, so that makes sense. Yeah.
11 again.
11 and 14. You very stealthily make your way closer. And as you get to one of the nearby hills, you notice that this is the approximate layout of the entire thing. Slight explanation. This is the top of the hill with the huge white wagon and the metallic tower. There, now it's pointing upwards. You see that there is one here too that has a satellite disc at the edge. You rolled super high, so you also notice. Where is it? This one has an open window out back. There is a door here. This one seems to vibrate weirdly. And these black lines are all thick wires.
And where were these broad-shouldered men with the very nice jacket, apparently? Ah. Right.
There seem to be they seem to be walking in pairs at opposite ends, and they are slowly circling around this way. There only seem to be 4 currently. Every once in a while, you see a person in a white lab coat walk out. They seem very pale and have sunken eyes. Very almost frail, but very frantic as they either run over to this room or this room or that room.
Okay.
That was. This is very interesting. Do you want to get help?
Sorry, wait, what?
I'll get the others up here. Some of us pretend to be hurt. One of us are already hurt.
Yeah.
Get compassion points.
Okay.
They might help us.
I mean, that might that might work. That's a good point. Let's try it.
Cool. I pull out my shotgun hammer as it now been and says, "Come with your head then."
Wait.
I'm joking, of course.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
joking.
okay.
Let's go get the others.
Yes.
Or am I?
What was that?
I will put this back down, and if you want to look at it, call and I will put it up.
Yes.
Because it's quite heavy. And I just real quick need to post something down.
That way around.
I like it.
There. Okay. So, you walk back towards the others.
Yes, yes.
How'd it go?
It went quite fine. We saw some guys up there walking around guarding it. They had a very nice jacket. Um,
Is it the
and
long leather ones that you really like? The ones you
yeah,
liked back in high school?
It's the long, nice leather ones.
Don't you still have the one I got you for Christmas?
it
Did you
exploded
do it?
when it exploded. IEDs, you know. Yeah, of course it exploded. But on a different matter, instead of talking about my personal preference I was about to say men. No, I'm talking about clothes. Um, Me and Ernest have agreed that the best way of introducing ourselves is get help.
So you wanna use hey, my friend is hurt, the whole spiel.
It's a passion point.
Yeah, why not? I mean, if anything, if it comes down to it and they turn out to be hostile, we can probably get a surprise on them or something. And if they're friendly, then they will help us.
Yeah,
Wait,
it would be
we
nice.
just a quick question? Didn't we have 2 lab coats?
Yes.
Do you know
Yeah.
any? Do any of
If-
us know anything about what they're doing here to be able to say hi there? We're one of you.
Problem is.
Yeah, I can do it. I can do it.
Problem
No.
is the lab people up there. They looked very sickly and
Have you looked at
pale
me?
and such.
I have
I don't
cancer.
think it's. I
I'm
don't
sick.
think this.
Ah.
What?
Why are you on this?
There we go.
What does the sound go?
Are you okay?
It
You
crashed.
disappeared.
Yes.
Oh no!
back
Did the
again.
stream crash?
No. Stream's good. Stream's good. We're back.
Okay, okay. But Cosmo, my deal is that these dudes and dudettes apparently in lab coats, whatever, they
Yeah.
are. What you got is from a pharmacy.
Yeah,
It
but still.
might not look the exact same.
Cosmos, you're not playing dress up right now. I know you like roleplay, but you're not.
But 3 of us could go and then just act like some of us are hurt. So can you help us? And then 2 of us can just sneak in.
A prime
Well,
example of someone that is hurt. I'm still fucking infected.
Look.
yeah. So
Let
if
us
you
just help without trying to pretend to be one of us. Look, I have taken what I've been told, thought about it, and said, "Fuck it. Fine. Let's not lie ourselves into smithereens anymore, and let's try not to kill everyone we meet."
I mean, frankly, if they're really the government, then lying to them is going to be more damning than being honest as much as possible. And here we're being honest. We are hurt, and we do need help.
Yeah.
fair enough. But if shit goes south, then I'm gonna use my pipe.
Yeah, of course we are.
Do that.
Yeah, and that's the plan. If we can get the surprise on them and they're hostile, then that's what would make sense. Yes.
Cracking
Let's
soul,
let's do it then.
finish.
Let's go.
All right.
All right. I will pretend to be one of the hurt as well, since I'm the strongest here. It'll be more surprise to them.
I have some leftover blood if you want some.
Sure, give it here. Give it here.
Oh,
No! It already hurts. Don't touch it.
Don't you? Then give me some bloody clothes. Well, swap shirts with me.
Shirts with you.
Yes.
So I will start bleeding on the shirt you gave me, and then you can have my bloody shirt.
Because then I look like I'm also hurt.
Duh, if it probably will rip up my wounds, but sure, let's do it.
Well, then let us help you.
But didn't you just say that we shouldn't lie to them?
No,
Alex.
about being somebody else.
Uh,
About being somebody else.
Well, fair enough. Let's just try this.
Right?
I'm gonna take underneath the bandages and just like open the wound a little bit and get a lot of blood on my hand. and then I'm gonna go over to Alex and just like put it around his her shirt around this part, so it looks like she also might have a shoulder injury. It's gonna hurt like a bitch, and I know it.
So you are gonna reopen one of you that little part of your wound that's closed.
Yep.
You're taking a minor damage then.
I mean,
Okay.
Guys, my shoulder's still ripped from before.
I'm already doing it. I'm just stopping blood on it. I don't care anymore.
I mean, the more the merrier, right?
Yeah.
Now have one who was bitten, one who was scratched, and one who's just smudged in blood.
Yeah.
They just started sweating blood. We don't know what happened.
As you're all doing this and talking about just going over to talk to them, Julian goes over and tugs on Ernest's jacket. Like, I don't want to go there.
I know, Julian. I very much know, but we don't have much of a choice. I can't.
Can't you steal it?
Can't I just what?
Steal what you need?
No. I mean, we need to, if anything, like, approach them. I know it's scary and such, but like it's part of growing up is
Confronting what's scary.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in this situation, it's a safe way of doing it because you're surrounded by people who are willing to take care of you and who will take a bullet for you.
But I don't want you to take a bullet for me, and I don't want to end up like Gabrielle weird and stuff.
No, and you're not gonna, and I'm not gonna. It's gonna be all right. Yeah.
Roll seduction.
Okay.
This creepy old man sitting in the park, and the only problem is he's got a red card at
Oh!
the end of his rod.
Quiet.
Julian.
What?
10.
10. He nods. He can see what you're talking about. Okay. Okay.
Good. So, just stick behind me, and guys, let's do
Let's
it.
just go.
So, who is walking front?
Probably me,
Yeah,
But-
and I guess.
since we need somebody to do diplomacy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but wasn't you hurt, Alex?
Yeah, I'm probably
No.
up against him.
Okay.
So Ernest walks front with Julian, and the rest follows behind.
Oh, and Alex on like my arm or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back with Grace then.
Thanks, man.
Um,
Felix, by yourself.
Felix, you can take the other side of her.
I'm gonna, as Cosmo's like supporting me, I'm just gonna reach my hand out to Felix. It's not so he's not all alone.
Thank
Oh.
you.
I'm gonna hold your hand, buddy.
You walk up, and as soon as you get to like within sight of the nearest two guards, they immediately stand to the side, take charge, and just call out, "Halt!"
Okay, we stop and I go. calm down. We're in need of help. We're seriously hurt, and we need some help.
Um, they just stand there for a moment, and then they both walk closer to you, proceeding from each their side, so they are now standing around you. One of them pulls out a flashlight and starts looking into each of your eyes, and the other one talks. Who are you?
We're just a bunch of random young like people who were camping out in a cottage and got into this world question mark randomly. We've encountered cultists and they've hurt us badly. We've managed to escape them.
They took one of our friends.
Yeah.
They
Alex is crying.
roll performance.
Performance.
If it's gonna be like a realistic sob or the
I believe there should be one called the performing arts.
Performing arts, yeah, there is.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that, so that's
Straight roll.
straight roll. Wait, no, do I have one I can? Physical sciences.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
Or
well,
sports.
11.
It's 11.
Yeah.
You are fairly convincingly crying. And as you're up close, these jackets, they look kind of cool and you kind of want one. But that's not the point here. You're crying.
I like to fuel my crying with like
You cut out for a second.
I want that so much, that kind of crying to make it more convincing that there's feelings behind it.
Okay. You're standing there, bawling your eyes out, sneaking in how cool their jackets were. What's that? What you said?
No, I didn't say anything, but as a fuel for my tears.
Oh, and fuel.
You just wanted
You're
jackets
very
so
local
much.
about these jackets for some reason. One of them, he just looks at the hurt of you, and does a quick assessment. Not afraid to like pressure into all the wounds you have. He seems slightly weirded out by the fact that Alex doesn't have a wound, but she has blood. But he doesn't question it further. And the first one just lets go of the gun and says, "Follow us." And they start marching you towards the camp. Specifically, that wagon, which
Okay.
means that these guys are out of function and are with you up here.
Alright.
Where they one of them opens the door and you are practically pushed inside.
Ow.
There is no dear mama here. If you're too slow, you will get pushed. Julian's looking very uncomfortable with all of this. But you get pushed inside, and one of them takes a wide stance behind you, and addresses a man at the other end. His hair is completely slicked back. He has that same pale, sickly look that you've seen before on Gabrielle. Eyes sunken in, some veins are starting to be visible. And it looks like he has been doing some sort of paperwork. And he looks up annoyed. What? And the guy just says, "We found these. They are possible subjects." It's like, I see. Suddenly a little more interested. Huh.
Sir,
Yes.
we found some cultists down in the city. They apparently were very scared of you guys. Do you need... like, they apparently have some of your technology, maybe?
Ah, yes. They stole that a while back.
Yeah,
No need to worry your heads with that.
okay.
Now,
So you guys are mother?
Oh, why, yes. Mother is one of our greatest projects so far. Are you volunteers?
No, we heard.
Very, very hurt currently. Yeah. Not sure about the volunteers thing. I would love to hear more about what you're asking us to volunteer for, but at current time, I would have to say that I'm apprehensive.
I see. Well then, let's get you tested at once to see how we can help you best, since you are hurt, as far as I can see, he says, pointing at your various scrapes. And do tell me, um, he says, and begins walking. The guards are following along. Um, he just starts walking. You can see that he is tall but very slim. It doesn't look like he has eaten for quite some time. His collarbone is popping out, and you're sure if you lifted his shirt up, you would see his ribs. And he starts walking towards. Ouch. This wagon. And he's just doing an entire presentation. It's clear that he likes hearing his own voice. Well, you have arrived at quite an interesting time, you see. But I'm sure we can find a place in our schedule to make sure that you are compatible. He opens the door, and as he does, you see this lab thingy. And it is fairly clean, but it's clear that whatever's been going on here has been going on for quite some time, and it has been shaken as probably the vans have been moving. And there are some questionable safety precautions. You see multiple different colored liquids in the beakers that are way too overfilled, or some that looks like they probably have been mixed together to form an explosion. You see black spots in the ceiling. And he just goes inside, and you actually see Gabrielle sitting there, writing down on some paper as she is mixing beakers. Yes, Grace?
I would like to, if possible, to reach out for Gabrielle and grab them by the shoulder to turn them around.
You start walking towards her, and as soon as you take one step out of the way that he's leading you, one of the guards just stands right in front of you and says, "Where do you think you're going?"
That's my friend over there. Let me talk, please.
No.
Please.
No.
I start shouting for Gabrielle.
And
I'm just like trying to push the guard out of the way, even though it hurts my shoulder.
Where did my pencil go? There. You take another minor damage as you're struggling against it. Yes. Because he is quite liberally pressing against your wound to let you stand back. Yes,
I don't know what happened to my pain tolerance all of a sudden. It
hurts like hell. And it's clear that Gabrielle has hurt you and is ignoring you. And it isn't until the dear man notices you causing a ruckus in the back and is quite annoyed and questions, "What is going on back there?"
That's my friend. I would like to talk to them, please.
He looks rather amused for a second and calls over.
I'm gonna hold my shoulder because I don't want it to start bleeding again.
He just looks over. "Doctor, would you kindly come over and take some DNA samples from your apparent friends?" And you see Gabrielle getting up. And if you thought she was pale when she left you, she is now matching the white walls of the van. Her eyes still sunken in, and you can see the pulsing vein up her throat slowly beating. And she looks up, and she looks polished, she looks clean, she looks cold, she looks medical. And she just specs a glove and says, "As you wish, doctor," and starts pulling out 6 different needles, and walking over to you. Or Cosmo,
Stealth to hide.
what?
Can I
You wanna
stealth to hide?
hide?
Yeah. I don't want no needles.
Um, I will say that you can't really hide in a van of this size. I mean, it's very large, but it is also, you can hide under a table, but they will see you hiding, and then it's not really worth it.
Can I just get out and then hide outside? I don't know.
So you want to try and run for it out.
No, not run forward, but maybe go into another van. And hide there.
You're currently inside of one of them, and you would have to get out of this one first.
Yeah,
And-
and then go inside another one and hide in there.
Roll a acrobatics.
I want to use stealth. Fair enough.
They can see you.
Yeah, we're in full view.
Yeah, okay, fine. Fair. 11.
7. You run for the door as soon as you hear needles, and before you even get within a meter of it, there is another guard grabbing you by the collar of your shirt and just pushing you down into the ground with a knee against your kneecap and a gun towards your head. You take.
Do it, mate!
Can I just say, doctor, first of all, we're all very frightened. We're in a new, again, we think world. We're not entirely sure, but
Yeah.
yeah. So we're obviously a little bit
On edge.
yeah, exactly, on edge.
Well,
What's your name?
Wonderful.
What?
That is just wonderful.
Right. What's your name, sir?
Oh, Dr. Kraus.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Kraus. I'm Ernest. Frankly, I am very interested in this experiment you talked about. What are the details
you're
of it? Like,
interested in our experiment.
yeah, could you tell me
Well-
more about it?
Yes, I would love to. Sit down and let the dear doctor take your DNA samples, and I shall tell you what is going on. He gestures towards what looks like a bunch of chairs where you can sit down. It looks like there has been multiple people sitting there. There's one chair that has straps on it, possibly for unwilling subjects. It looks rather used compared to some of the other things in here. There is also a jar with small sweets in them, but they look like the kind your grandma served and forgot she had for 20 years. Do you sit down? Anybody try to resist? Otherwise, Grace?
Stop the laying on the ground.
Yeah, I'm freaking. Unless anybody wants to talk me out of it, I am paranoidly resisting.
I'd like
Because they
to go over and
changed my
try.
friend.
I would like to go over and try and calm Gracie.
What do you tell me?
I like try and get a hold of her. And look, calm down, okay? Yes, I know it's terrible whatever they've done to Gabrielle, but look, it isn't going to help resisting.
We're gonna end up.
Pretty
like
sure
that.
Cosmos just run. That didn't go well.
I honestly, I don't want to be. I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be like them.
Neither of us do, but we have to do something. We have to do something that doesn't get us hurt. Right now, they're the ones with the guns, so we comply. We resist. You're gonna get more hurt. One of us will get hurt. Worst case scenario, Julian gets hurt.
During this exchange between them, can I just ask the doctor, be like, wait, you're saying this is DNA samples, but you're drawing with a needle. Why not just swab our mouths or get a hair?
We need to get a little further in, you see. Cosmo.
To my head.
What?
Yeah, one of the guards pushed me down to the ground.
Your sound was not there.
Oh, I asked if I was still on the ground.
Yes, you
With a
are
gun
still
to
on
my
the ground with a gun to your head.
Okay, can I talk or am I faced just pushed down?
You are basically kneeling on the ground.
Okay.
You can still
Then
talk.
okay, then I would like to ask the doctor why he needs samples from me and Ernest. We wasn't hurt.
Well, did you not say you came from another world? No?
No, it's only Ernest. It's only Ernest.
Oh, you cannot lie to me, dear.
Well, in all earnestness, we we only the five of us came from another world. Julian didn't.
At this, Julian is like looking up at you.
I'm just gonna squeeze his hand. Squeeze his hand.
I'm just gonna call out the child here.
Roll. I don't think deception. No, so that would be something like political sciences
Okay.
or performing arts.
Okay.
Roll high.
Right. Can it be law?
No.
Okay.
This law states that this child is not from another Earth.
That would be. And it's not social sciences that you're talking about.
Yes, you can use social sciences.
Okay, great. 8.
8. The doctor looks at you and smiles, and then doesn't. If you want to resist, you are welcome to sit down in this chair, he says, and points towards the one with the straps.
Oh, no. I'm just saying that you wanted to test us because we're from a different world. Well, I'm letting you know, just so we're clear, that the kid is not from the different world. It's just us. We came through, encountered 3 people. One of them's here, Gabriella. Another one was taken by the cultists, and the third one is the kid here.
You see, we have already tested Gabriella.
Yeah, exactly.
So do not worry.
So you don't need
This
to
is where
test
she is
Julian.
from.
That might-
Will you sit down and cooperate, or do I need to get someone to handle you?
How many guards are in this room right now?
2. There is 2 guards, the doctor, and Gabrielle.
I am gonna stay standing. I'm gonna very carefully let go of Julian behind my back, so to try to see if he can just be ready, so he's not tucked and like held onto me. And I'm gonna just stand my ground. Stay standing. Not gonna say anything. Just gonna stand still.
You had so much promising potential, he says, and gains eye contact with the other guard. And he just grabs onto your shoulders and tries forcing you down towards the chair with the straps in. Cosmo.
Alex first. But I would like to use bone splitters on the guard behind me.
Okay, so we are gonna do a round of what does everybody want to do, and then we are gonna do the walkers talkers thing. Alex, what do you want to do?
Basically, I want to look at at Gracie and just like, is it time for action? Yeah, yeah, good. Then basically, so we agreed that right now there's a guard trying to force Ernest into a chair.
Yes.
He does not have his hand on a weapon.
No, it is hanging from his stomach.
Then I try to get eye contact with Cosmo and just like nod at him, signaling at that time. While then immediately throwing whatever container of old candy there is into Lihit.
It seems like we're gonna enter combat. So I want to hear what Felix says, and then Gracie, and then we're gonna enter combat. Yes.
I would like to grab Julian's hand and try and move him to a safe spot.
You see that Ernest is letting go, and you just gently take him further back. Grace?
I would, as I see Ernest being pushed down into this chair, I would very much like to use Return to the Grave to stop a creature from functioning for a short period of time.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, this is perfect.
Roll initiative, and I will explain what the first few seconds, what happens in the first few seconds.
That's 1 dice, right?
No, that is 2 dice.
Anything add, or is it just a pure roll?
It is a pure roll, which is why it is so awful.
No.
Oh, damn. That is... So, yes, hold up your hands. So we have Costco at 10.
I'm a 9. I just have to stop my cat from trying to eat stuff off my.
That happens.
Yeah.
Yes. So there are 2 who have 9. Did any of you get a 6?
Yeah, I got a 6. No, wait. No, I got a 5 and 4.
Yeah.
Oh, I get a 6.
You got a 6. Then we have
Yes.
Grace. I can spell. I can't write what I can't read what I've just written.
This is perfect.
Then we have the soldiers. Then we go.
Wait, how did this? So the soldiers don't know we're gonna do stuff,
No, but they are still entering the initiative.
but we get a surprise round them, right?
That is what I'm gonna explain. There is no surprise round, but you have all explained what you want to do, and I'm just gonna.
But I
what
wasn't done explaining.
Felix, what did you roll? 6. Okay, so it is Ernest. And then Felix. And then the doctor. Is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Am I missing something? Did I
Julian?
Julian is also having a round, yes. He is at the bottom.
Bottom.
Okay, so we have Cosmo, Grace, Ernest, and Felix. I'm missing Alex. That's because you're beneath Grace.
You're beneath me.
I forgot to write you down because, yeah, I was silly like that. Okay, so what happens all in within seconds of each other is that Grace reaches out towards the guard, and you see him basically going from about to force Ernest down to the chair to just
Leave him alone.
slowly raising up like his entire body just shut down in an instant. He is not breathing, he is not moving other than shaking. Then the Felix just kind of shoots from his shoulder blades. Sorry, not
Cosmo.
Felix. Cosmo. His shoulder blades.
Say one.
1 second. What did you
Okay.
say?
I was just asking, can I steal the gun first?
That is not what you said you were gonna do, so no, you can't.
Fair enough.
You just kind of flex your shoulders and spikes form and shoot towards the guard behind you. And it hits. Let me just... There. And Alex, you grab the nearest thing, and who did you throw it towards? Towards?
The one that was holding Ernest. Or trying to hold Ernest.
That's an automatical hit. I know, it's wild, right? So, we are now in combat. The soldiers are, even though you can't see their face, it's clear that it took them by surprise, especially bone splinters and stop functioning. The doctor looks almost ecstatic, like he has just seen the holy grail of exactly what he was looking for. Gabrielle is first. She sees this. And for a moment, you kind of recognize the glimmer in her eye of who she was, and she runs to the back of the wagon and hides underneath the table. Then we have Cosmo.
Yeah. Can I steal the gun now?
You can try. You may...
And then I would like to hit him. I would like to take my hand on the gun, try to get it out of his hands, and then use my pipe to hit him in the head at the same time.
That's gonna be a maneuver, so you will have to roll some sort of either military science, police science, or sports, and then afterwards an attack roll.
Can I use sleight of hands?
No, because this is not being easy on the fingers. This is grabbing onto something and being able to yank it out.
Okay, fair enough.
Not being
I got a 9.
You got a 9.
Yeah.
Ouch. That's... he holds onto the gun, but you have it, your hand on it, and you kind of sort of have control of the other end, which means that he can't shoot reliably anymore. And then you may roll to pipe him in the head.
Oh no.
Oh god.
You piped him so hard that you disappear.
Oh, I'm back now. Can you?
Yes.
What again?
The attack to pipe him in the head.
Okay. But I didn't hear it. Did I get the gun? Or didn't I?
You gain control of the gun. He still has it in his hand. He is grasping it firmly, but he can't shoot reliably because you are basically moving it around.
Okay, perfect. Let me see. I got a 10.
To pipe him in the head?
Yeah.
You clunk the pipe exactly against his helmet, and you can just feel how it kind of sort of vibrates, and it looks like you actually managed to damage him. Even if just a little bit. He looks slightly disoriented, but he's wearing a helmet, so he is safe. Then we have Grace.
Just to be clear, Cosmo, you shot the spikes at the one holding Ernest down, right?
No, at the one holding me down.
Okay.
I smashed a glass container full of old sweets into the back of him.
Ah, okay. I would very much like to use Return of the Grapevine again, but on the doctor, and go to the doctor with my wires around his throat.
You can walk towards him, but you can't put the wires around his throat. That is two very different actions.
No, but unless I just want to get behind him.
You let go of the soldier, and you put your other hand towards the doctor. You successfully stop him in his tracks, and you can see how his body freezes up, but it doesn't stop functioning the same way. It's almost like it already stopped functioning, like he is not all that living anymore. But he is looking a little confused, but he is smiling. He has found something right here. still.
I want to get close to him and I want to just like ask him very firmly, what did you do to her?
You get closer, ready with the wires, and he just turns to smile to you. He says, "I did nothing to her."
I don't believe you. You did this.
She was always like this.
That's
And
not true.
But it is. Then it is Alex.
Yeah. I claim it. Basically, I'd like to take the soldier I have just smashed something into, who is basically non-functional right now, and grab his arm, put an arm around his neck, and then force his arm into a, what's it called, police lock, and push him up against the wall.
Roll a melee attack.
Nice roll in itself, and then put my unit. Well,
Yeah, he can't beat that. He only has one dice because Grace has made him stop functioning. And you take him from this position and you just grab his arm and you force it behind his back, and it feels like moving a cardboard around. Like it's very stiff, almost like it's not supposed to move anymore. Almost like handling a corpse that has been in a living room for like 4 days.
I'd like to, when I've gotten a hold of him, press even more inwards with the arm and lift him up, his other arm up. So basically, either dislocating his shoulder or breaking his arm.
You have a very firm grasp on his throat, and you just pull upwards. And you actually manage to lift his entire body. He should not be this heavy considering his size. But you feel like this is actually a normal person you're lifting, even with your super strength. But he does indeed take damage. And so it is now their turn.
Did I dislocate his shoulder or break his arm?
It does make a sound in the shoulder. Let's see. We have one that is currently struggling with the crossbow. I need new die show.
You're very happy that that's how it is right now.
He decides that you are all a bigger threat than you're worth a hassle. And so he just pulls in the trigger of the gun. I would like all of you to roll defense.
That's also
Wouldn't the gun only hit Cosmo since he's the only one that is
the gun? But the gun is unwieldy and he is trying to shoot into the room.
But didn't you say before that he couldn't because I had my hand on it?
You had your hand on it so he couldn't shoot you specifically.
Oh.
But now he is fighting against it again.
Oh,
Fair
I'm fine, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll find out. Yeah.
Me too.
5?
12?
13.
Okay, did anyone roll 11 or below? You all take a major damage.
You know, that means I have one minor.
No, no, you don't. Because you have a minor damage, you just wait, no, actually, yes, because then one of them becomes major and you gain one minor. So you have 2 major and 2 minor damage now.
Yeah.
Does that mean I gain that or I lose that sanity now?
Yes, everyone who just gained a major damage lose 1 sanity. Which...
I have 1 sanity left.
No, you didn't lose 1 more, though. It's only the first time you take major damage, which means that Ernest and Felix, you gain something. Let me just see here.
I'm gonna put
Did I manage to move Julian? Like.
Oh, right, Julian!
Not.
I have red on me now.
Julian is not safe.
Julian ran outside.
He is also taking all the damage.
Let me just.
I would be protecting him as much as I possibly can from everything, like standing in front of him and stuff.
Okay. I'm not happy.
I have now sent you what you can now do. So, I am now realizing I might have made you slightly overpowered, but it's just more fun. So, that was the one soldier. The other soldier.
Is Julian okay?
No, Julian is not okay. He got shot in the leg. Like, right. Right at the edge of his thigh. You tried to pull him away, so it only snipped, but he did get hit. So, sad face. The other soldier, no longer under the influence of race, breaks out of this, and because he is stuck like that, you are just kind of. So, your message put me off. Sorry. He is stuck like this with the throat around his neck, with the throat around his neck, with an arm around his neck. I swear I know words. I know a lot of them. He just decides that he needs to pull his head in, and he takes his arms up, and he just pulls and twists. And I would like you to roll a defense. 10. Great. So you gain an elbow right into your ribs for the equivalent of a major damage.
Thank you.
Which means you also lose your 4th sanity. Let me just find it for you. Wait. Did I send you something at the wrong point in time? I did indeed. Well, guess you're just gonna get the other one then. There you go.
Oh. That's quite nice.
That is actually quite nice, and something Grace could probably have used, but you know. Small details. That was the other soldier. Then we have Ernest.
Yeah. So the... The soldier by me, does he have, like, his gun? Or is it still
Yes,
in his holster?
It's hanging around his neck in, you know, one of those straps, so they can easily pull it out. And he is currently twisting out of Alex's grasp.
Shoot him.
So, yeah, so can I, grab the gun? And whilst doing that, I'm terrified now, because now I can do it, but I'm really scared about doing it.
Do it.
Find out what his deepest, not his deepest fears are, but the guard by Cosmo's deepest fears are?
So you want to do something with 2 different guards, that takes 2 actions.
Okay, never mind then. Can I do it for the same guy?
You can certainly distract him with showing him his worst nightmare.
Yeah? No! Oh god.
It's not there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back now.
He died.
So I can certainly show him
Hey?
I can certainly show him his worst nightmare. What then?
Yes, and try to grab the gun.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna do
Sure.
that.
A melee attack.
Okay. Can I not like you have it be military sciences that I'm like trying to like sneak in and get the not sneak but like be
Actually,
like
it's disarming. That's
yeah
maneuver.
exactly disarm.
It's military sciences because you're grabbing the gun. Yes.
Nice. So that 8.
Did you finally roll a double
I
one?
rolled a double 1.
I'm not the only one who can do it. It's because the worst part is I also rolled low.
Oh.
So what happens is that we all need new dice now.
I like mine.
And as he is struggling to come underneath the arm, you gain eye contact with him. And for that 1 second that you have eye contact, you look into his soul. You see things that no one else was supposed to see. It feels weird. And it's like you are peeling through layers and layers of nothingness until you reach this warm light at the very, very end of a tunnel. And you see basically everything that you care about being torn apart and taken away. And you feel the same fear and sadness and strange anger that he is also going through right at that moment. And if you weren't wearing the gas mask, you're sure you would be able to see just how not good looking he was. And as you do, he screams and pulls free of Alex. And that makes it Felix's turn.
Did he get the gun?
Yeah, did I
Oh, right. The gun.
Important.
The gun. Yes, you now have hold of the gun.
Great.
Okay. Can I like pick up Julian and then take him to the same table that Gabrielle is under and then try to like roll for medical or something to fix him up as best as I can?
Yes, you may. You may roll something along the lines of military or police sciences to try and navigate through all of this as safe as possible.
Math 13.
13. You easily weave in and out of this, keeping close to the walls. The guards are very, very distracted by this sudden barrage of people. And you manage to get to the corner where you see Gabrielle just like sitting there, hiding. Do you go to the table? Yes?
Yeah, I go to her and I put Julian down next to her and like shake her lightly but panically and then shout like help him, help me help him, and then try and help him and hope that she joins.
Roll a d6 for me.
Okay. 4.
You kind of like grab onto her, and she turns to look at you and then look at Julian, and that is when, goodness grace, why can't my computer work all the time? You notice that the light that had gone from her eye slowly returns, as she noticed that one of her former family members is very, very hurt. And she nods, a little frantic, and starts looking through the cabinets to find something to make sure that the wound doesn't, get infected. This makes it the doctor's turn. He is still standing there in this frozen position, smiling wickedly. And he's trying to fight this entire thing that is happening to his body. And he manages to slowly start moving again, and he takes steps backwards, reaching for something behind him. And that is when you notice that there is a big red panic button on the wall.
Can I stop him as like a
He's
counter?
not there yet. Don't worry. That makes it Julian's turn. He will.
I know what I'm gonna do.
He will be fine. He is sitting over in the corner with Felix and Gabrielle, and it is decided to hit him that he just got hurt. And he is like panicking a little bit, holding on to Felix's hand very, very tightly, and not looking at the wound. Especially because he's seeing Gabrielle, his aunt, being not his aunt. He is a little freaked out. A little bit much freaked out.
Freaked out.
Which brings us back to Gabrielle, who will then try and fix him up. Then Felix, you kind of see her not really finding anything useful. It doesn't look like this is a medical lab as much as it is a research lab. And she honestly just ends up tearing the bottom half of her coat and tying it around his leg to kind of make some sort of makeshift press thing. Then we get to Cosmo.
Let me see. What does the guard have on him?
He is wearing the helmet, the gas mask, the long leather jacket, and military boots, and that's all you can see.
So no bulletproof vest or anything.
It doesn't look like it, no.
Okay, then I would like to take my pipe and just stab him 36 times in the stomach.
Yeah,
And then take the gun.
You may roll 1d6 for taking the gun. Just pure strength.
4.
Okay. And then roll a melee attack.
9.
Okay, so you basically take this pipe and you pierce it right through his stomach. You can feel it go through the leather and go through the stomach. His flesh doesn't feel like flesh. It feels like another layer of leather underneath the jacket. It's very weird to push through, but you clearly push through something. And for a moment, it feels like he's about to let go of the gun, when he just pulls on tighter, trying to yank it back out again. That brings us to Grace.
Yeah. I'm behind the doctor now, correct? But
No,
like,
you move backwards, towards the panic button slowly.
yeah, I'm gonna put my wires around his neck and hold him still while he's still paralyzed, breaking the skin open, like, you know.
Roll a melee attack.
Yeah. 9.
You try to refocus on keeping him still so he can't move closer, and then you pull the wires out, but holding on to him and having the wires at the same time makes it very awkward. So you kind of get over to him, but before you can put it around his neck, he puts up an arm in the way, so you kind of have him like this, and he is just fighting you. It is cutting into his arm, and it is cutting through his skin, and it is not even bleeding. There is no blood. It's red, almost blackish, and just cut through.
Can I yank him kind of away, kind of with my wires away from the panic button?
Do you have sport perchance?
Nope.
Roll 2d20. So 2d6, not d20s. That is
Ooh, D20s. 8.
You actually manage to, once you have him, kind of start dragging him away from the bottom, and it is clear that he's reaching out with his free arm, not really
Yeah,
caring that it's cutting into his skin anymore.
Yeah, but I want to ask him, it's like, what are you doing to these test subjects? What are you doing to them? What is this?
He just smiles and tries to turn his head towards you as well as he can. And he just answers, "We are revealing." That was a weird accent. What happened? We are revealing the true nature of everyone. And Alex.
Yes. We agreed that I still have a hold of soldier's arm. He's just elbowed me. I still hold his arm.
No, he got out and underneath. He elbowed you and all.
Yeah, his arm. I have both around and holding his arm.
He escaped that.
Okay. Well then, I'd still like to try and throw him into the doctor.
You would like to what?
Throw him into the doctor.
So you would like to somehow lift up the soldier, throw him at the doctor where Grace is standing. Just so I'm understanding correctly.
No, I want to shout to Gracie that to move herself out of the way, grab him basically by the top of his whatever clothes he's on and the bottom of whatever clothes, and just swing him around using his own weight as a propellant.
Okay.
Physics.
I would like for you to roll sports mixed with ranged attack afterwards. Wait, powerlifting.
Powerlifting?
Do I have to roll to notice that she's yelling at me?
Yes. Roll me a d6.
5.
You notice that she's yelling at you. And you're moving out of the way. We will return to that as soon as Alex have rolled powerlifting.
14.
14. Roll ranged attack.
Ranged?
Yes.
11.
11. Soldier throwing. Because he is in this awkward state of fear, almost denial. It seems like he's frozen in place almost. You kind of grab onto his collar of the leather jacket. You feel that leather. It feels so nice. Actually, as you grab underneath the jacket, you feel his skin too, and that skin feels almost like your own. Because you got that special power thing, and you basically grab onto him and grab onto his leg, and with that superior strength you have, you manage to somehow throw him in the direction of the doctor. And Grace, you see this, and you have to get out of the way. How would you like to get out of the way?
I will have to let go of the doctor and just jump, jump myself out of the way. Hope to not hit anything, because I'm very frail.
You are indeed very frail, and the dice gods are with you. So you manage to just kind of let go of one end of the wire, and just step back as this soldier thing just smashes in with the doctor, and the doctor was about to push this button when you suddenly to the side instead. They are taking damage over there. 1 second. Meanwhile, it is the soldiers' turns.
Stop throwing across the room.
One of them is now thrown across the room, and he has just been through his own personal hell. But he seems the throwing of it himself seemed to kind of like shake him out of it a little bit, and he is quick to get up and stand in front of the doctor and assess the situation again. Seeing that Alex was the one who threw him, he just takes a ready stance, ready to battle her hand to hand because he's currently unarmed. The other soldier, on the other hand, the one is fighting for the gun, he decides that it seemed to work last time, so everybody roll defense.
Oh god.
11? I can't remember what the number was. I could just remember.
The number changes every time.
Oh, fuck.
I got 8.
So did anyone roll 12 or above? No. Lucky for you, you only take a minor damage.
I have 1 left!
Yeah, Gracie can take 3 minor damages, and then she will be dying.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Do I still have 3 left?
You have 3 minor damages left. You have
I thought I had only like 1.
taken
Good.
2 major damage and 3 minor damage. That is your HP currently.
Great. I'm just gonna put more blood on myself now.
It looks.
It's
Um,
luck.
I'm protecting
Yeah.
Julian though, right?
Oh yeah, right. Julian, Gabriella.
Because I'm standing in front of Julian. He's under the table in the corner, and I'm in front
Exactly.
of him.
Julian is protected by being below shooting range. Gabrielle, on the other hand, was currently looking for something else, and she gets shot through the shoulder in her right side, which means that she and then she starts falling down a little bit. Next up is Ernest.
Right. Did I have seen, as I would probably turn around at the fucking guy being thrown across the room. I would have seen the red button.
Yes.
Can I, like, what kind of button is it? Can I, like, does
It's a classical, nice, you know, it has a square and then there's a little red round button in it that you have to push in. It has, you know, the edge with the thing in, so you can't push it all by accident. You have to push that place specifically.
Right. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna run over and just, like, put my back up against it, so you can't push on it accidentally, right?
Yes.
Great. Then you can't push on me and push the button. Then I'm gonna just
Shoot
God.
him.
I'm just gonna shoot the guy with the gun.
Okay, so the thing is, there's currently a soldier between you and the button, so you would have to get through. Yes.
Oh.
I just that's where I threw him.
So you'll have to get right through him, because Alex pulled him off here.
I also have to get through me. I'm standing in front of you.
Well, I'm gonna just, I guess, shout, "Watch out!" and then I'm gonna shoot the guy in front of the button.
Roll ranged attack.
Do I get to move?
He is standing beside you, so
Okay.
he's not within shooting range.
Because I was thinking, I've had this soldier between me and Ernest the time, and I just threw him.
Okay, 11 to hit.
11 to hit. Let me just roll some defense for him. 4 people in the corner. So you just start. You take this up, and you are kind of sure of what you're doing, and you pull the trigger, which seems like the right choice. And it probably is because as soon as you do, a spray of bullets just starts hitting out, and you manage to guide it towards both the doctor and the soldier, and you manage to somehow hit the doctor across the chest and neck, basically causing him to slam against the wall, and it looks like it's not moving anymore. He doesn't even scream or make a sound. It just happens, and he's not moving. He doesn't, even the look in his eye, it doesn't change. It just looks like he's sitting very, very still. The soldier, on the other hand, takes the hit head on. You spray across, and it's like, even though it pierces through, its skin that pierces through, it has this sound, like it is hitting something stronger underneath. And it doesn't seem like he's taking as much damage as a normal human should. Then we have Felix.
So one of the soldier people have a gun still.
Yes.
Can I focus on that gun and then move it towards me and catch it?
You can. He is holding on to it though, so I would like for you to roll a d6 against him.
Okay. Oh, a 6.
Well, never mind then. I was like, good roll. Not that good. You focus, and you feel a little bit nerdy as you do this, because it's kind of like reaching out with a certain force, and you just it's like you feel you grab onto it and just pull it closer. And he was currently trying to fight it off from Cosmo's side, and you just somehow pull it towards you, and it's speeding across the floor, and it is now right in front of you.
Awesome.
You have a gun. It is the doctor. He is still sitting there, and he's still not moving. Julian is sitting on the floor, and he is currently putting his hands on his ears and curling down because he just saw something fall down right beside him, and he's not prepared to look at it.
I wonder what that is.
It is Gabrielle. Then it is Cosmo.
If he doesn't have the gun anymore, am I holding hands with him now?
No, you also feel like the gun just being pulled away.
Okay, I just had to make sure.
Cue the romantic music. Cosmo has found his new gay love interest.
So yeah, I would like to stab him in the throat with my pipe and just leave it in there. While with the other hand, I'm gonna take his mask off, and then use Bone Splitter right in his face.
That's one too many things happening all at once.
Just split him.
You can try and grab onto the mask to push his head backwards to expose his neck area.
Well, then let me do that, and then use Bone Splitter.
Then roll it as a melee attack.
Okay. 7.
You pull his head back, and you try to kind of shoot the bone splinters into his neck. As you do, you kind of feel how you feel your arms grow weaker, like you have used it a little bit much, and you take a minor damage. But you do manage to throw some small splinters across him that seem to kind of pierce into his skin. Then we have, where am I? Grace.
Like, I'm just gonna. Who do we have left? The doctor is damaged, and the soldier that was over by Alex. What state are they in?
They
Hey.
are fighting on their last bit of strength. The one with Cosmos seems much more up and going.
Okay. Is there anything near me, like a pipe or a syringe or a scalpel?
There are plenty of syringes. Some are even filled with weird liquids.
I would like to then freeze the soldier that is closest to me and grab a syringe and stab it through his neck.
Roll a melee attack.
This is for your colleague shooting me, you did. 8.
You try to kind of reach out and hold on to it, while also grabbing for a syringe. But the syringe, as you're trying to keep focusing two things, you can't manage to get it into your hand, because you fear if you look away, you will lose control of whatever you're holding on to. That makes it Alex's turn.
Cool.
The soldier is not moving again.
That's quite nice.
Grace is quite literally holding him by his soul.
I'd like to look at Alex and just go signal to give me the gun.
You mean Felix?
Yes,
Yes.
Felix. Yeah. No, myself.
You are standing almost at opposite ends of the wagon currently.
Yeah.
But Felix does have a special ability that can send shit flying.
Sounds like something very dangerous. But I would like to run towards him, run over to him, and just perhaps.
Then you would have to get through the other soldier that Cosmo is fighting. It goes soldier, Alex and Ernest. Sorry, goes Grace, soldier, Alex and Ernest, Cosmo, soldier, Felix.
Oh. Well, then I just think they'll throw the gun to me.
Can I throw the gun to him?
Yes, you can. I
Not
would.
like a throw through, but like
You kind of throw it and then you just push it, and it flows directly to Alex. And Alex, you kind of see this gun flying to you, and you easily grab onto it. And you're now holding a gun.
I'd of course like to shoot the living hell out of the soldier in front of me. Majority of bullets targeting the soldier, and then a bit of bullets towards the doctor just for good measure.
Just for good measure. Roll race attack.
Yes. That is a 11.
So you feel this gun, and this gun feels like it was made for you, as you shoot into the soldier, and you see that the soldier finally seems to take the damage, almost like it was holding on to so much energy inside of himself, and it now just bursts, and the entire body just shocks as this energy is released within himself, and he slams himself into the wall up against the doctor as you shoot down, and they're now landing on top of each other, staying completely still. And that makes it the last soldier's turn. He no longer has a gun, but that doesn't mean that he is not prepared to grab, because Cosmo is holding onto his gas mask, grab Cosmo by the arm and try and flip him over. Cosmo, roll defense. What did you say?
8.
8.
Yeah.
You feel how your arm is grabbed. It is the one that it's feeling a little bit weak at the point, so it hurts like hell. as you are being just flipped over and smacked into the floor on the other side, giving you your first major damage. You lose sanity.
Yeah.
And I will send you a little something if I can find it. And then I also need to find you. There. And you are now laying on the floor, hurt. That makes it Ernest's turn.
Right. I guess I'm just gonna.
Gracie is very hurt if you want to help her.
I don't really know how to do that. I guess the best thing. Gracie was near the soldier that I shot at and the doctor and stuff, right?
I am a few meters from it.
Yeah. Right. I'm gonna and the soldier is in the way of me getting over to Gracie.
No, Alex just shot the soldier into the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, and the doctor is the only one alive.
He also seems quite dead and underneath the soldier.
Hmm,
The only one alive currently is the last soldier.
Right. I'm gonna try to shoot after him, and to anyone in the way, just gonna sort of try to move out of the way and shout duck if I can't get a good
Duck!
line of sight.
You see Cosmo be slammed onto the floor, causing the soldier to stand back towards you. And you're pretty sure that Cosmo is out of harm's way, and the soldier is in a very undefensible position, so you just take the chance to roll range.
That would be a 10.
You shoot towards the soldier, this time feeling more confident. And it seems like, again, the bullets, every time they hit into him, almost as if they don't damage him, but it does something. And Felix, your turn.
Grace is far away from me, isn't she?
Yes, the opposite end of the trailer.
The only thing you can hear is me coughing up blood.
Yeah, I can't get there.
You can throw yourself towards her. With the weapon.
Telekinesis myself.
What's Gabrielle doing?
She is lying quite still on the floor.
Can I go over to her and see if she's okay?
Roll a medical.
Six.
You kind of roll her over, and as soon as you do, you kind of feel like that was probably a bad idea because that was where she was shot through, and so you roll her back again, and you try to take her pulse, but you're not sure what her pulse is supposed to feel like at this moment, because she doesn't look the same, and you can hear her still breathing, and she is groaning as you're moving her around, so you would consider her alive, and you should probably find something to stuff into her wound so she doesn't bleed to death.
Okay, can I, like, see if there's any, like, material or clothing or stuff lying around?
You remember that she couldn't find something for Julian, but she did use her own lab coat.
I'm gonna use her own lab coat and put it on top of her.
You quickly rip a piece off, quick thing right there, and start putting pressure onto the wound, hoping to keep her alive. The doctor is out. Julian is still holding on to his head in the corner underneath the table. It's Gabrielle. Great. Cosmo.
Yeah, I would like to ask Ernest to pass me the gun.
I mean, I'm just gonna, if he wants to take it, I'm gonna hold it out to him.
You quickly pass over a gun.
Okay, is there anyone alive? Of the bad
soldier
guys.
inside.
He's still alive.
Sorry, you can't get the gun. You're currently on the floor looking up towards the soldier, and the soldier is between you and Ernest.
You said he threw me over to Ernest, like an arm's reach.
On the opposite side. So his back was against Ernest.
Oh. Fuck God, I can't do anything.
Kick him in the balls.
You are lying on the floor.
Can I stand up?
You can stand up, yes.
Like to stand up and just run really fast over to Ernest and get the gun.
You quickly get up and you see Ernest having a gun, so you decide that running past him is probably the worst idea. And he did not expect it to be this fast. He was kind of ready for you to attack him or something. And still you just ran past him, just kind of threw him off for a second, and you're now standing beside Ernest. Making it Grace's turn.
I'm gonna pull back a little bit to not get myself into further harm's way. So I'm just gonna pull back.
Grace is taking a break.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like try and crawl my way to the other side where I can see Julian and Gabrielle.
You get down low and you try and sneak. I would like you to roll some stealth.
Yes. 14!
14! You are very good at fitting in with the wall right now. Also considering that you are not really a threat. You kind of look like you're dying.
I am dying!
You are dying! Alex!
Yes. I'd like to tackle the soldier and just continue to hit it with the pommel of my rifle. Continuing.
Wait, didn't you have a gun?
Huh?
Didn't you have one?
I can't hear what you're saying.
Don't you have a gun? Like
I
a?
do. Yes.
You can still shoot with it.
Oh, I can. Oh, brilliant!
Yeah, there are bullets left.
I shoot.
Roll ranged attack.
That's 11 again.
11?
Yep.
Nice. It has its back against you. Cosmo, would you kindly roll defense?
I'm starting to feel that major damage. I've got my nose bleeding out.
10?
Yeah, 10.
That is lower than an 11, as the guy feels himself getting shot. It is clear that he is taking the damage, but he also decides to move away from said damage. And as Cosmo is moving past, you accidentally get one shot in on Cosmo, giving him a minor damage.
Like graces his arm with.
Yes. Cosmo and Grace are currently on equal health. It is looking pretty grim.
We're both
Oh,
dying!
minor damage.
Yes. So you are currently on 2 major and 3 minor.
If you take 3 minor damage, just like me, we're dead.
I only have one major.
You have no, because before you had 1 major and 4 minor. You took a minor more. That makes it 1 major. So you have 2 major and 3 minor damage. I am keeping track.
Yeah, me too. But okay, but I was okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Then it is the soldier's turn. He is unarmed, and he is he realizes that he probably can't win this fight, considering that you're currently holding the guns. So he decides to bolt for the door. Okay.
And then if I shoot him,
He is currently with his hand on the handle, about to open it up and run out. Now it is Ernest.
Shoot the
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, so I've still got my gun. Or
Yes.
did Cosmo get that?
No, he didn't get it because he was on the opposite side.
Right. I guess I'm gonna shoot the guy. Shoot the dude.
You shoot the dude. Roll ranged attack.
Okay.
Blow that piece of junk out of the sky.
10.
Fair enough. You point the gun towards him, and you find exactly the area that Cosmo had exposed with his splinters, and you aim for it. You're using video game logic, hoping that it would be the best spot, and it works. You shoot through it. You feel that same feel when it happens, and that same tensing and sudden release of energy that makes him bounce back and into some beakers on the opposite side of the room, causing them to just kind of crack and explode. And he slams back into the ground right next to Julian, Gabrielle, and Felix.
Where am I to the fact? Because I was on my way to them. Does he land on me or something?
No, but he lands right in front of you, and you now have to crawl into him to get there. And that is everyone dead. But it is Felix's turn.
Are we still in combat?
No, everyone's dead, but you do have someone dying on the floor.
Can I try and help her again?
You can. Roll medical.
Okay. 7?
You put pressure on it, and then you realize maybe you should flip her all the way over, perhaps, to make sure that she doesn't bleed downwards. And you can just feel her just trying to disagree with you as she pushes you over. But it's too late, and she's now on her stomach, and it is looking like it's hard for her to breathe. But she's not bleeding anymore, so that's a good thing, right?
Can I ask her, like, what do you need? Where's some equipment?
She looks up at you, and she just reaches out and grabs your shirt and pulls you close. And she just whispers very, very, almost quietly into your ear. Just find the coordinates. It's near. It's in the computer room, the disk, the one with the satellite. Find the coordinates. Get Julian home. And the light in her eyes disappears.
Can I see the map of the place again?
That was a very badly drawn satellite disk.
It's not that bad to get out of there.
And you are currently here.
Yeah.
There's a window open. Sorry.
I'd like to search the soldiers and stuff for break.
Yes, this is probably a good time to break. So, while we all recover from combat and go do our respective things, please consider checking out Dystopia.dk, especially if you add /shop, where we have awesome merch. Check out our Patreon. We have awesome rewards. The more you give, the more we give back. And become part of the Dystopian family. Go check out our website. We have awesome pictures, awesome lore, all of it, it is sweet. It is sweet. We will be back in approximately 20 minutes, which means 10 minutes past 9 or 21:10. And we will see y'all for the possibly last half of this entire thing.
Bye.
Bye.
welcome back after our lovely break. Hope you're still here and that you checked out our awesome store and our awesome Patreon. Before the break, our dear survivors decided that offering themselves up and actually talking to people who won was the best idea ever. And it was until they had to give DNA samples. And suddenly they decided that attacking the doctor and the two soldiers was the best option. And they successfully killed a doctor, killed two soldiers, and Gabrielle died on the floor, telling Felix that they needed to get the coordinates for the next portal in the computer wagon, the one with the satellite disk.
It's them chemtrails.
And that is where we left off. So tell me, what do you guys do?
I'm just gonna slump back against some cabinets next to the dead soldiers. It's like, I'm done with this shit. I'm so done.
I'm still gonna ask Ernest for the gun.
Give me the gun!
Soldiers for ammunition.
I can get my pipe? Not like that, but yeah, we can switch.
Sure, let's switch.
Nice.
So Alex and Cosmo are on guns now.
I would like to search the soldiers for ammunition.
Are you gonna steal the coat?
You can steal a coat, yes.
Also the helmet of one of the soldiers.
Stealing. Yes, I'm taking a coat and a helmet. I'm going full slab on this shit.
They have coats, helmets, and gas masks.
Then I'll take a gas mask as well.
I take the full outfit.
So you both
Yeah,
take.
okay. Yeah, I take the full outfit as well.
You are dressed as soldiers. The only thing signing you off is currently your shoes and your height.
I take the shoes off. Take the shoes as well.
Yeah.
Ernest.
Can I search the doctor that was slumped on the ground?
Yes.
See if he has
The
anything
doctor.
useful?
He is of course wearing his lab coat, a nice shirt, nice pair of pants. He has in his pocket an identification card, a few pens, some crumpled up paper with a note on it saying something about tuna for lunch Wednesday, and that is about it. He seems very minimalistic in what he's bringing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take like the identification card, and I guess the lab coat and probably also his shirt. I'm gonna take that off him and just, you know, not necessarily put it on, but keep it.
So you take his shirt. It's a little holy up here, and the sleeve is a little cut from Grace's wire, but it is overall pretty neat. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Well,
You're standing right now.
if nothing else, just like try to help Cosmo and Gracie.
Gracie is yeah, not good. Neither is Cosmo.
I'm gonna go to Cosmo and
Oh,
try to help him with one of the now 3 lab coats I've got.
Lab coats.
Yeah.
Lab coat city.
You may roll medical.
Great. So just a straight roll.
Yes.
Five.
Pizza. Cosmo, you heal 1 minor damage. So you're a little less hurt now. As Ernest rips off slices of this lab coat and makes sure that your wounds are tied together, helps you straighten out your shoulder a little bit, and it feels overall pretty nice. Felix?
can I take a bit more of Gabrielle's lab coat and go over to Gracie and try and help there?
Yes, roll for medical.
Was it Klaus or Kraus or
It was Kraus,
Kraus? Okay.
with the ever-changing accent.
Yes. Uh,
7.
Grace, you also feel a little bit more. You heal 2 minor damages.
I
As
can
the-
breathe.
You can breathe again. As Felix comes over and helps take care of a few wounds you got. The bullet wound was quite bad, but it's patched up now, and all is much better.
But I have a question though.
Yeah.
About my zombie bite. What the fuck is going on with that?
It feels very itchy. You're not sure if it's because it's healing or because you decide to dig your finger inside of it to get blood. But it feels quite itchy. So you know.
That doesn't change any behavioral traits or anything. Because I've seen zombie movies.
Luckily, you are a very special person in a very special zombie world who can make weird shit happen. Alex.
2 things. First thing I'd like to search for soldiers for ammunition.
I can't hear what you're saying, and your camera is frozen. While that is being fixed, I will take Cosmo.
I use enhanced senses on the room, so just to see if there's anything useful, any weapons or anything.
You try. It's not like you suddenly discover hidden stuff. But you sense everything at once, and you find every single beaker, every single scalpel, or I forgot the word for them, needles thingy.
Okay, I'm gonna take them all and just throw it in my pockets.
You start gathering them up. You get quite a handful of them. You have to be careful to poke yourself, but you do get them.
Nice.
We are experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty.
Alex, come back to us.
Alex suddenly disappears as a hole in the time-space continuum appears, and you see her freeze in place as her sound disappears, and then her picture, and she's gone.
So is she back to the real world now?
Perhaps, or she is lost in the void. Grace.
I would like to use warning from beyond.
Yes. You actually feel what should be the remains of the souls of the three that has just perished at your hands. And also Gabrielle is there.
Yeah.
It seems like she's lingering a little bit at Julian. But it doesn't feel much like Gabrielle anymore. This place changes you. But
is it possible that I can, like, mentally reach out to her?
What do you focus on as you reach out to her?
I would like to focus, like, on the little bit of her that I still recognize, and just ask her, what did they do to you?
You get this sad feeling washing over you of the answer is not what anyone likes, because she was always like this. This place changes you, it sets you free.
Sets you free, what do you mean?
You can't get any much more answers out of her. It sets you free.
I would like to keep those senses on as I stand up and try and, like, go over to the door as if I could feel maybe some vibrations from outside.
It is as you walk closer to the door, is he back? Perhaps? Are they back? That would be wonderful.
Mike.
And my phone is also working.
Give it a moment. Hey!
We're back again. The thing you missed was Cosmo picking up a bunch of needles and scalpels, and Grace reaching out to Gabrielle and being told that this place changes you, it sets you free.
Yeah, like that's not something they would be able to hear. The only thing they would be see is a girl go glossy-eyed,
Yeah.
go the exorcist, and just stands up and walks over to the door like some kind of creepy zombie.
As you get closer to the door, you notice that outside, it's again the clouds are blocking out most of the sunlight from the sky more than they did before. It's they are getting quite dark and heavy, and in the distance, so notices Cosmo as he is sensing everything at once. You hear the slight sound of thunder crackling.
Brilliant.
That's I look over to Cosmo and just like, because I feel him react. It's like, you heard that, right?
But there was a thunderstorm as well when we got here, so maybe we should go there.
We should need the coordinates first from the radio tower.
Yeah, then we gotta hurry up then.
Yes. As I was trying to say before, I would like to still search the soldiers.
You find nothing more. They are now lying naked on the floor, and you notice that they look like almost normal people, but they are taller, broader, and their skin seems almost leathery.
No extra ammunition? Oh.
No.
Can I look outside?
You notice the exact same thing. The clouds getting heavy, darker, and the
Oh, no. I was looking to see where the other soldiers were.
Oh, well, on my glorious map, you are currently here, and you can look out the door to see the holy areas, and you can look out this window. You can't currently see them anywhere, but if you stand long enough, you will notice them go past here.
Comforting.
Rashi.
Okay. Is anybody outside?
Doesn't seem so, no.
Any of us?
Oh no, you're
No.
inside.
I closed the door then. I'm just like, okay. We have to figure out what we're gonna do here. Luckily for us, the satellite truck, which according to Gabrielle, contains the stuff we need, is right across from us, but I've just seen the guards directly over there, almost anyway. By the time we start moving, they're going to be over there.
How many bullets do you guys have left?
I'm not.
How many do I have left?
How many bullets do either of you have?
I
left?
checked the magazine.
You have approximately enough for 2 rounds of firing left. Counting. Yes, approximately 2 rounds of fire, and Cosmos has 1 round of fire.
Nice.
Then I just guess we have to be very sneaky.
No, sorry, that's the other way around, because Felix gave you the gun that has been fired.
Yeah.
Alex has 1 round of fire, Cosmos has 2.
Nice.
Okay, brilliant. I take out the clip and hand it to Cosmo. I'm just like, I'm better with my hands anyway.
Cosmo, you have 3 rounds of fire.
Nice. Okay, I have an idea. How about I sneak out, see if I can get to the guards without them noticing me, and then just shoot them.
You're not gonna have enough bullets for both of them.
Yeah, it took quite a lot for us to take him down.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe
Can't
just sneak past them. Sneak
Yeah.
past
Yeah,
them.
okay, let's do
Let's do
that
that first.
because I can't take another
I'll
beating
go
like
as
this.
No, me neither. But I'll go with you.
No,
I'm pretty good at it. Pretty good at being quiet.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not letting the two people that are hurt the most go out alone.
Then
Alex,
come with
we
us.
are also the most capable right now in getting past there stealthily.
Yeah.
Yes, but if you get noticed, you're gonna be fucked, the both of you.
We're fucked anyway.
Yeah. And we
I'm
have.
sorry. I don't have much hope at the moment.
Okay.
That might be, but
Okay,
right.
Alex, you're gonna look out the window, and if you see them coming towards us, you can go out and help us. Right?
Fine.
And I'm actually really fast, so if it comes down to
He's
it, I can
really
just run.
fast,
I can
and
just
I'm
pick
really
up Grace
sneaky,
and I can just pick up Grace and just leave.
Then do
and
that.
I can paralyze people for some reason.
As you're
I think I
talking,
have a pretty
you
good taste.
quickly spot the guards down here, and they seem to be moving further onwards.
Okay.
We need to go
It's now,
quick.
guys. Go on.
Yeah.
It's now.
Alright.
let's do
Yeah, I would like to use stealth.
We do.
Roll stealth, yes.
13!
15.
Woo! Y'all doing great. So you as soon as you see them run past this, or walk past here, you are quick and decide to run over here and wait so you can spot them come that way around. As you do, you wait for them to go over there so you can run into this wagon.
While they're gone, very important. I
Yeah.
like to make sure that everyone is away from the window and you can't see any of the bodies from the window.
You quickly hide them up against this wall. They weigh nothing in your hands.
I just realized the guards just look in. Oh, there's the body of the guards and a doctor. Well,
That
that's
is very,
odd.
very secret thinking. I was about to point that out. And they continue onwards. In this building, you walk in and you notice these huge-looking. These huge servers with blinking lights, all done in this very white, pretty sleek design. You notice that blue dotty logo in places and the name Mother again. You see a bunch of computers, a lot of them looking very intricate with multiple monitors and sets of keyboards. It
You
is
good with computers, Cosmo?
I'm not really that good with it, but yeah, we can try, I guess.
We'll have to.
Yeah.
what did you say,
We
Felix?
should have brought Felix or something.
Yeah, we should.
Oh, sometimes I regret not having him around.
Yeah.
To make him sound like a toy. I wish I had my toy right now.
He was my toy in high school.
Okay, so back in the wagon, what is happening there, other than the moving of bodies?
Well, I obviously go over to Julian, but as I walk over to Julian to sort of take care of him, make sure that he's taken care of, and talk him into being a little bit more calm. I'm also gonna just say, Felix, put these on. And I'm gonna reach out and give him the ID card of Kraus and the same of the lab coat and the shirt of his.
Okay, I'm gonna put that on. And what did he look like? Exactly.
He had, the dark, sleek back hair, very pale, very tall and slim. Honestly, he looked a little bit like a walking twig at times, but he did have those sunken eyes and the visible veins running up his throat.
But okay, I have the ID card. I'm gonna try and make myself look as much like him as possible. I'm going
Felix.
to assume, yeah.
And now you just look like him.
Oh.
Your face just becomes his. Or
Ernest
looks like.
focuses on Felix for a moment, and you feel nothing change. But everyone else in the room notices that suddenly his hair is slicked back. He looks sickly pale. He also looks slightly slimmer and taller, but it doesn't look awkward at all. Alex?
Just as a little bit of a more beefy thing. As I probably haven't seen this happen, been keeping an eye on guards outside and stuff. I turn around and see Felix, and I'm about to hit him.
No.
Yeah.
It's Felix. It's Felix.
As Felix moves a little bit too fast, and I'm about to call you Rasmus. Ernest has half a focus. You see the illusion almost flicker for a moment, and you recognize Felix before it switches back again.
Tell other people.
I was not being quiet about it. Just so you, I mean, you were just busy building a wall of bodies or whatever. I'm just making sure that you know we can bring help to the guys in case Felix gets caught or something. Because it's coordinates, yeah?
Yeah.
Are they going to be written down on a piece of paper? Like...
I hope so.
I have no idea.
Hopefully they can bring him back just on a piece of paper, but in the event that they aren't, they're going to need help. So just stay ready. And also, in case the guards come in, because they've noticed that there's not been a lot of activity.
No, the reason why I took their clothes.
Yeah. So we've at least got somewhat of an authority figure to essentially calm stuff kind of down in case anything goes down.
Could the guards talk?
They talk to you, yes.
Okay, good.
Mostly yelled.
Yeah, of course, but I just had to make sure they could.
So,
Well,
Felix, I hope you're good at talking. We're gonna need you to be the talker. Be creepy
Yeah,
about it.
I am Dr. Kraus.
That'll have to do.
perfect.
Back in
Dr. Kraus, ja.
Ich bin Dr. Klaus.
Ich komme aus Fantasy Deutschland. Back in the computer wagon. I would like both of you to roll computer to try and figure out what is going on.
I don't think I have that.
I don't have anything neither, so I just rolled
I'm just gonna check
Right.
real quick.
They should be in alphabetical.
Straight roll.
Anything else we could use?
No, this is computers.
Oh, goodness gracious, it better be high. 11!
Woo! Cosmo?
7.
Okay, so you're both standing there over the computers, each your own, and trying to figure out what is going on. And Grace, you kind of feel frustrated because you're sure you found something, but you just it's not in the right place. And then you look over to Cosmo's computer and see him about to click away from the right thing. He has found the right thing, but it looks like he hasn't noticed it. So you just go over and just like, there.
Need that!
Calm down.
Need that! Need that!
Okay. Is this the right one? Okay. Well, then you take over because I don't know anything about this.
Thank you.
You find the folder with that seems to be just a ton of information of different atmospherical pressure and all sorts of readings that you have never even thought existed before. Some electromagnetic readings as well, seismic readings. Seems to be very focused on fighting abnormalities and patterns and stuff like that. You're not entirely sure what to do with all of this information. But you do find a tablet that you can transfer it onto and bring it back.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
You easily drag and drop, and it says, "Bing!" You see the mother logo turn up and disappear, and you have all the data right there on the
Okay.
the
So I have
tablet.
everything I need.
Yes.
Okay. I have everything on this. We need to get back to the guys and gals and the bodies.
And
Yes,
you're sure
I'm sure.
that's the right one?
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Okay. Do I still have my fire extinguisher?
Yes.
Then I would like to smash it up, so any of this shit can be used again. So we are the only one with the information. Quietly smashing the place.
That's not how it works. You start trashing it. Just straight up trashing it. You are ripping out server codes and smashing in monitors, pulling out all sorts of cables, and it is a habit.
I'm just standing in the background like, nice. At this point.
You notice that the light in the room suddenly goes red.
Fuck.
Can I pick up Gracie and just run over to the others while using stealth?
You would probably have a higher chance of stealthing if she walked, but yes, you can roll stealth, both of you.
It's just with his super speed. And his super stealth.
Let me see. 12.
I'm great.
11.
You you look at it. You quick look outside the window, and you see them have reached this point. So you run up again on this side, and watch them walk over there. And as soon as they're past there, you in that split second where you are invisible, run up to the door and run back inside.
It's been a long time since you picked me up like that. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
It was fun.
But I think you should get the. Was it a notepad?
No, it's a tablet.
Yeah, give the tablet to Felix. He probably knows something
Do I
about
see
that.
This is him.
it?
This is him.
You
This is Felix.
Hello?
This is Felix. This is Felix.
Where is he?
This is him. This is Felix. I've disguised him as the guy. No,
Go
no.
towards him.
Quiet down, people. Quiet down.
Why is he still here?
No,
Felix
this
is Klaus.
I have disguised him as Klaus.
But who is Klaus then?
Klaus is
Is
Klaus.
Klaus Felix?
No, Klaus is Klaus.
So now we have two of the same guy.
Yes, but the other Klaus is dead. This Klaus is alive. This Klaus is Felix.
Real
How does we know which one is the real one?
Because the other one's dead.
Can I make him have like the Voldemort nose instead?
Yes.
That guy is Felix.
I believe you. Fair.
I'm gonna take the tablet and have it with the black screen and put it in front of Felix's face so he can see it.
Felix, you see yourself as Dr. Voldemort Klaus. Voldemort Klaus?
Voldemort.
Klaus
Okay. I'm just gonna
Lord Klaus.
I'm
All hail Lord Klaus.
Oh, we can Back again.
Okay. This is
What
a
does
slight
that
chaos.
Back again.
So Felix, you now have your hands on a actual computer. You may use
Yeah.
computers to decipher all of this bullshit facts.
The answer should be in this one. Dark Lord.
Look at
I
his
only have a
nose.
+1. I only have a +1 for computers.
Oh my
Yes.
god, is there anyone who has +2?
I've got +2 in computers.
God damn it!
Why haven't you said so?
I didn't. What? I'm okay at computers. I didn't think about that.
You may also use physical sciences because it's data.
Why didn't you say that? I have that as well.
That's how that would be if it's hardware. This is software.
Never mind. GM decides.
Disappointment.
Well,
You're disappointed.
Yes, I know. That's the entire point of my life.
Shut up.
What are you saying, Felix?
if I add physical sciences, then I have 9.
9. You kind of sort of recognize this as the nerd you are. And as you're holding the tablet, you feel it connect with you on a whole other level. Like, instead of reading the information, it's just loaded directly into your brain. It is slightly freaky, but once you get used to it, it feels like you're in the Matrix. You see everything, all of the graphs and the numbers happening inside your head, and you know that the next portal that is supposed to appear is going to appear. Let me just see if I can actually work this out. Over here somewhere. Very, very close by, like 100 meters past this wagon.
Okay.
It looks like they tried to set up this lightning collector on the hill, but they got the hill wrong by 100 meters.
Okay.
You again hear the thunder very close by.
Okay.
You okay?
Guys. So the thing is, I've seen graphs. I've seen numbers. Like
Wow.
in front of it was awesome. You guys should have seen it. Anyways, I found out that the place for the portal is that way. They got
So
it
we
wrong.
go. They got it wrong.
What?
Yeah. You see the
Okay.
tower they put in the middle of this circle, right?
Yeah.
The
Alex, can you
tower
lift
they
that?
put-
Maybe.
Because if you can, we can move it.
I can try.
Okay, that's not the point. The point is the tower, then what?
Now we need to move it like 100 meters or so that way. Like,
Without
where
the gods
you guys
noticing.
came from yeah, and then the lightning strikes it and then we go back.
Okay, that's gonna be
I mean,
hard.
if I can lift this thing, I can probably hit the guards down with it.
Okay.
Grace,
Jump
you may
based
roll
on
occult knowledge.
Will do. $15.
That's the max you can roll, isn't it?
No, 16.
Oh, okay. Still, you know that you could probably make, like, you have to make a ritual circle for you all to get home, and that is the actual portal ritual. And if you have like 20-30 seconds extra, you can add a lightning attracting part to this circle.
Okay, guys, we don't need to move that. We don't need to. In the ritual, if I can get like 30 seconds more, I can make the lightning attract to the circle we're gonna be working in. It's not gonna take that long. We don't have to move this entire thing, and we need to move fast anyway. So that seems like the better option.
We'll do that. We have some guards to kill.
Yeah,
We
or
don't
at
have
least
guards
to
to
sneak
kill.
by.
We can just sneak away. We can sneak away. I can make sure that the lightning will strike where we need it to strike.
Yeah.
Well, then let's do that. I misunderstood you. I thought we still needed the lightning rod thing.
No, we don't. I can make sure. I can make one, essentially.
Huh.
If you give me 30 seconds more.
All right.
Let's go then.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's do the shit.
Is
So-
there anything of the oh sorry.
No, continue.
Gracie, is there anything of the ritual that you can prepare here before we go to the place?
GM, is there?
You know you need a good amount of blood to make the circle with, and then you just need time to draw it. You might actually need a couple other people to speed up the process.
Okay. Is there tubes and scalpels and needles, like needle syringe tubey things?
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, Cosmo took them.
I took them all.
What do you need? What do you need?
But-
Is there anything you
but-
can grab from here?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
guys, okay, this is gonna sound really crazy, but we've seen a lot of crazy so far. I need you guys all to sit down, and I need to draw blood from all of you. I need a lot of blood.
Just
take
take
it
the
from.
majority from me.
Yeah, can we just take it from the guards and the
No,
Krause,
there,
or whatever
I
his name
saw
was?
Krause's blood. That's black. You can't use that.
Well, then just use mine. I can take a lot of punishment.
You don't need to be punished. You didn't do anything wrong.
She likes that.
Oh, shut up.
Just, please, the people that can spare blood,
Just
please.
take the majority
Yes,
from mine.
I
Take as
will.
much as you need. Take.
Cosmo, give me some of the tubes and needles, please.
Okay, you can have 5.
Give me.
Wait, how much do I have?
You have a good handful like this.
So how many?
Approximately, I don't know. The dice speak. You have 11.
11. Okay, you can have 5.
Great, thank you. I'm gonna find a jar and put it on the table and just have like next to the chairs and like coax Alex into sitting down so I can put the needle in and tap it through the tube.
I rip off. I find one of the lab. I ask Ernest for one of the lab coats. See if he can rip off a piece of cloth so I can tie off around here.
Go ahead, man. Don't.
Yeah, tie it on.
And then use it as a teeth thingy. I can't remember what they're called.
It's like getting your blood drawn.
Exactly.
Grace, roll medical
Yes, we'll do.
to see if you were accidentally Alex.
12.
You easily, like, first try,
I should have been a nurse.
you should have been a nurse. And you easily slide the needle in, and after a few seconds, when you peel it off, you you see the blood flow through and start dripping into the. You find a very large beaker that tries to make it easy to pour it from.
I'm gonna look at the others and be like, anybody else want to volunteer?
Wait, can I just ask, what is Julian and what was her name again?
Gabrielle is currently
Yeah,
on the floor dead.
Wait, Gabrielle? How about her blood?
She's the same as them.
Oh my god, man. What about Julian? No, he's not dead.
He's a kid.
Julian.
We're not gonna happen
We're
to
not
the kid and
taking
he's hurt.
blood from the kid.
Yeah, okay. He's not dead then, so it
Julian
doesn't
is
matter
still
anyway.
on to like Ernest. He hasn't really left his side. It freaked him out a little bit when Dr. Krause came back. But then it was Felix, and then it was okay, and then it was funny with the nose.
I look at Ernest and Felix is like, guys, please.
Yeah, sure.
How much blood can there actually be tapped from me?
So half a liter is responsible. A liter is okay. 1.5 liter, that's when you start to get, this year, if you tap 2 liters, you are gonna get minuses from now on.
How much do we need?
A lot.
Okay. So how much is that?
How much blood do I need?
I mean, if everybody gives approximately a liter, then you should be good. Because that's basically an entire human adult.
Okay.
How about a child? How much is
No,
that?
no.
Stop.
I'm
No.
just asking.
Like all 5 of us a liter, or the ones that can?
The ones that can, including Julian. He can only give like a
I'm
half.
not gonna take from the child. Then
I'm gonna
I'd
give
rather take
1.5
more for
liters.
myself.
If
I'm
it
gonna
means
give
that
2 liters.
Uh,
we need
everyone
you.
that
We need
can
you
tap
Well,
fine.
well,
we
I'm-
need
please
you
sit down.
in good shape. No,
Well, I'm
It's
gonna
up to
give
you.
the rest then, I guess.
I will max allow you to give 1.5 liters because we need you in decent shape.
Me.
Yes, you and Cosmo are best frontline fighters. We
Yes,
need
I know,
you
but
in best
but
shape.
I will be fine. No, actually, let me just ask: is it like health minuses or is it skill minuses?
it is minuses to everything.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Then you only get a half for me.
Alex, you are probably the only one who can give 2 liters because of your extra health.
Exactly. I give 2 liters.
Thank you.
Yeah, I give a half.
Felix,
Can I give 1.5 and still be like okay?
Uh,
Slightly dizzy?
You will be slightly dizzy, but you should be fine.
I'll do that.
Considering you all haven't eaten much lately, 1.5 liter is the safest maximum you can give, and you're gonna feel dizzy. Like, nauseatingly dizzy.
so 2, 3.5, 4,
And
5.5. 5.5.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's
5.5 liters.
Okay. Do I need to roll medical again, or
Yes.
do I? How many
Roll
times?
1, and then it's for all of them.
Okay. 11.
You easily make sure that the needle fits in. You have to reinsert it once into Felix because his veins seem to be disappearing a little bit. It's slightly
I'm-
weird. Might be needle fright, but it's like it's just tougher. Weird. And but otherwise you draw blood from all of them, and you now have a almost 5.5 liters of blood in this this beaker.
Is there by any chance like little loose cotton or anything like you get when you get the blood drawn?
There is a jar of loose cotton, yes. Some of it is turning slightly yellow.
I cannot. I'm not taking the yellow stuff, and if I can take some tape, like the tape they put on, and just like plop it on each one of them.
You
and
all
then you
have,
hold it like this.
you all have a suspiciously almost white cotton on your elbows now. Oh no. A second.
Is there a like a cork or anything for this beaker?
Yes, you easily find a rubber cork.
Okay, I'm gonna put a rubber cork in it so I don't spill the blood.
Smart. You have it all. And outside, you can hear that the thunder is starting to take on. Like, it is over you.
Okay. It is now. It's now, guys. We need to go.
Yeah.
Well, let's go then.
You open the door and you can feel the first traces of rain starting to trickle. And you are lucky. The guards seem to have gone inside, or at least they are not visibly currently. It seems very quiet, like everybody is anticipating the lightning. And as you are walking, I would like you all to roll some stealth for me.
Military sites can be used as stealth, right?
Yes, they can.
Woo!
What about police sciences?
In this case, sure. We're making a run for it.
18.
16.
14.
Oh damn.
14.
I love the fact that our lowest was 10.
And then Julian,
Oh, fuck.
my dice, is unable to roll anything. You are sneaking stealthily. You see the red light still blinking in here, and as you are walking, you're about to walk this way, and then you notice that there are shapes moving in there. That's probably where the guards disappeared to. It seems like they've noticed the thrashing of the place. And you begin moving the other way around. And as you do, Julian looks in somewhere and sees a face, and he audibly gasps and gains eye contact with this person. And this person looks confused as to why you're moving. Is Felix still looking like cows?
Yes.
Yes.
Golden cows?
I would have.
These two strangers, two of them dressed like soldiers, are walking with cows, a child, and a guy and a girl they have never seen before, and a lot of blood. That does not seem right, and it looks like they are slowly moving their hand over towards the corner to something that needs pressing right now.
Do I see it? Do I see it?
Run.
Who sees this?
Yeah, who sees this?
Everybody notices.
Okay, can I shoot? Can I shoot him inside from where I am?
Roll a ranged attack.
Thank you.
You're not gonna shoot the child.
At the same time.
No, not the child, but the guy who was about to press
At the
something.
same time, can I reach
let me
into
see.
his mind and distract him?
And I got 11.
Felix, sorry, not Felix. Why do I keep doing this? It's like having children. Everybody has the name.
Fucking rude.
Ernest, you gain eye contact with the guy just like Julian did, and you peel through these layers again, and you get past many memories, and then you finally find the core, you grab onto it, and for a second, like a fraction of a second, you feel like a failure. You did not do well enough. Your experiment failed, and you are now dying. And you see the guy freeze, and Cosmo, you shoot straight through his face. But as you do so, the gun echoes throughout the area, and you hear the rustling from the computer wagon stop.
Run.
Let's look at Grace like, shh.
I start pushing everyone forward. This is not the time to stop. You fucking run.
You're being
Okay, let's
pushed
run.
forward. Julian, he's being dragged. He is not
Pick him
sure.
up. Gonna pick him up.
Oh, and he like jumps onto your back and holds on tight, real tight. And you're all running towards the adjacent hill. I would like for you all to roll something along the lines of sport or
I have to because I run really fast.
acrobatics, perhaps a little bit of wilderness survival, if that is your fancy.
12.
Do I have to because I run really fast as well?
11.
No, 11, 12. Ernest?
11 on a straight roll.
Felix?
5.
Okay, so you're all running. Ernest is really pulling his thing, and Felix is slowly getting lost. And Alex, you would like to?
Pick him up.
You see this, and you just kind of bridal style over the shoulder, and you start running again. Felix, as you're being hauled over his shoulder, you see these two leather jacket clad, helmet, gas mask, exiting the computer wagon, and one of them notices you and that you are running, and you are currently looking like Dr. And they see your surprised face, so they instantly go, "Wait a minute!" And it looks like they're about to chase after you.
Can I just say it's one of the soldiers holding him?
Yeah, it is. It is.
They are visibly confused, and they are gonna question this.
Do I get this told?
Can I motion for the other ones guards looking at us to stop, and then I'll shout at them with the closest to Kraus voice ever. Halt! Stay back!
Roll performing arts or act. That's the thing.
I don't have any of that.
Roll.
A 9.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
That's alright. It's okay.
One of them already he's backed off. It's like, okay, this is one of the doctor's weird ideas. We've had worse. The other one seems skeptical. Like he isn't running after you, but he is walking towards you as in I'm just gonna check up on that.
I hear this and just like ask, are they coming after us?
I mean, one is walking after us, kind of, slowly.
Do you have a creative response on why we're doing this?
I mean, the other one stopped running. We can hurry. I'll try and distract him.
No. Look. I stop up and put Dr. Kraus down in front of me and just stand like behind him, very menacing. Not interrogating, intimidating.
Yes.
I roll-
You went behind. And
Roll
the rest of you continue running. Okay.
I rolled an
I'm
11
gonna
for
keep
a.
going.
I'm gonna stop as well because I'm also looking like a soldier. So
If Cosmos
I
stops,
see this,
then I'm
and then
gonna
I'm
stop.
just gonna stop.
Good.
No.
I'm-
Everybody
okay,
has to keep.
Everybody else is stopping. I'm stopping.
Okay. Can we just run then? Because we need to
Run.
get Grace over there.
We're giving you time.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
I'm
just
going.
run.
I'm going. I'm gonna do the lightning thingy.
Everybody just go.
Yeah, it was just if Cosmo was stopping, then I wanted to, I didn't want us to seem too much like we're running from the guards or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, question.
Can I use the look from the beyond thing to feel my way to the place after what Felix has described to me? If it's nearby, can I feel the aura?
It is that hill right there. It is about 50 to 100 meters away, and you are almost there.
Yeah, I'm sprinting for it, and I'm gonna start setting up that ritual.
Excellent. Ernest, where are you?
I would be following behind Gracie and probably next to Cosmo or something.
Okay, so it's only Alex and Felix standing behind.
So
Ernest,
it's our
I'm
point.
going for you to roll a d6 because you're getting pretty far away from Felix.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No,
Shit.
they're too close.
Shit. Oh no. Well, I've already said it, so.
Come on.
Okay,
I'm
that's
hugging my.
Okay, F5. I had a moment of, was that a what I heard?
Oh, thank God.
You start walking backwards more than actually running because you see Cosmo and Grace already up there, and you know that it's more important to keep up Felix's appearances right now. So you're focusing on that, and Julian is trying to look around, and he ends up jumping off your back because now that we're not running anymore, he thinks it's silly.
Can I pick Julian up? Just so we don't see that much suspicious. After
Are you with
I'm just
me?
looking like a soldier.
You could easily take Julian along. He's like
I will do that.
He wants to be with Ernest, but he also sees that they're running from the bad guys,
Yeah.
so he can't
It's best,
go with
Julian.
you. And you get to the top of the hill. Meanwhile, Dr. Felix Kraus and Alex, the soldier squared, are standing, and the other soldier is walking up, and he just takes a white stance and says, "Is everything
I rolled 11 in intimidation.
You are very, very intimidating." But he still asks, "Is everything all right?" referring to Kraus.
Yeah, everything is fine. Take a break. I am fine.
Roll performing arts.
Ich bin Tanja.
I can't do German accents. I'm sorry. Oh, I got another 11.
Another 11. You somehow nail that non-German French changing accent, and the guard is looking very confused because you asked him to take a break. He looks up at the other soldier, and you are still very, very intimidating, and he looks at you, waiting for something.
Looks at me or
Looks at the Alex, waiting for something.
Fuck! Can I roll anything to see what this means?
Roll military science.
Oh, fuck yes.
You're a soldier.
16.
16. You know that the other soldier is waiting for you to give the signal of "I got this."
I give a nod.
You give the nod of yes, this is correct. He seems satisfied, but he also just nods and walks back, and you see him reaching into his shoulder, and you hear some muffled speech.
Can I try extra hard to hear what this says?
Sure. Roll straight dice.
10.
10. You hear something about strange behavior and wrecking of the computer room and needing to check up on different locations. And he starts heading towards the first wagon, looking in and checking out people.
We do not have a lot of time. We need to get going.
yeah.
Let's go.
So, up on the hill, is anybody helping Grace with the making of the circle?
Ask one quick question.
Yes.
Do my Alex also have the radios that the other guards have? No. Oh my god. Well then, I'm gonna just keep guard while Grace is making the ritual.
Yeah, I basically just come back. So look at Cosmo, just points towards the location. Start looking that direction. Anything comes towards us, shoot it.
Can I just look at Kraus at his nose, because I think he still has the Voldemort nose. How does she pull that off?
I think we changed that back.
Yeah, I would have probably.
Okay, because I didn't know that.
I would have definitely changed it back.
Okay, fair.
It was just a little thing while we were in the wagon.
Just a little thing for the wagon.
Yeah, the wagon.
What happens in the wagon stays in the wagon.
Exactly, you know.
So, Grace,
I'm gonna use the documents that I found, the soul stone, everything in my occult knowledge to try and pull this off and make
Roll.
them liking attracting things.
yes. Roll
Oh,
occult.
this better be fucking good. What if I
Uh,
if this turns out a double one?
I'm
Just
terrified, but I will help out. Very hesitantly, but I will
Do
help
you
out.
have anything like artisan, performing arts,
I have
any
performing arts.
crafting? Yes, then you may roll.
I'll also help out because a scientist would do that.
Then you get to do the exact same thing.
13.
What was it that needs to be rolled?
Performing arts or artisan or something like that.
I rolled the
Yes, the
Colt,
one I'm good at.
and I got 13.
Okay, so occult on 13, Ernest on,
Performing arts 8.
Felix on,
Performing arts 9.
Alex and Cosmo, did you roll?
No, we're standing guard.
You were standing guard. I
And
would
I'm
like
still, I'm still holding Julian.
roll military science.
Can I roll anything else?
You notice everything because that's how you are now.
Oh, nice.
You,
Roll back, you.
Alex, what did you roll?
14.
Okay, so you both see the guard entering the lab wagon, and instantly he is alerted and he calls to the other guard. And Cosmo, you see the exact same thing, and you also feel like the electricity in the air, it's getting high now. You can hear the thunder coming real close. You can even see the lightning light up the sky, and the rain is beginning to pour down.
How long can this gun shoot?
It can shoot like a normal gun.
So 100 meters plus.
Yeah.
It's precise at 100 meters.
Oh,
I just shout to the others, hurry
Back.
the fuck up. They've noticed the bodies.
Can I shoot the radio before he gets to speak to the other one?
It is currently about 500 meters away.
Yeah, and I'm a very good shooter.
It's raining.
You remember you only have 3 rounds, but I
And
will.
I've used one.
Have you already used one?
No.
Yeah, on that guy. No, okay, then I haven't. Then we just say that.
Right, not right.
No, I have used one. Yeah.
Then you have 2 left. I will allow you to make a ranged attack roll, but it is a very, very high difficulty to
It's
try and
raining
shoot him, or at least
already.
the shoulder area. He has already.
Yeah, it's only the radio I'm going for.
He is talking into the radio. Remember, you don't have a sniper; you have a rifle, meaning that after 100 meters, it is very difficult to hit anything precisely.
Okay, then I'm not gonna do it anyway if he already has told the other one.
Excellent. The 3 of you are making this huge circle with different ritualistic runes and signs and sigils inside of it. The blood is pouring, and as it is hitting the ground, it feels almost like it's glowing for a moment. Like the lightning of the sky reflects it and charges it. The circle becomes very big. You can, all 6 of you can stand in there. Grace, you place the soul stone down in the middle of it, and you start doing crosses over it with the blood. And you can feel this energy, all of you, slowly float through your body. It kind of reminds you of the light that was back in your world that filled the room. Like a door is opening somewhere. You can feel, it feels like if the world is covered by a layer of rubber, it's slowly stretching thin and you can almost punch through it. Grace?
I'm gonna call back to Cosmo and Alex and be like, get up here!
Cosmo and Alex, you hear her shouting, and as you do, you also see 4 armed guards slowly running towards, not slowly, but they're running towards your location.
Get up here!
Ask Ernest to turn all of us into cows, so we all look like him.
No.
I wish I could do that. That's a little bit out of my
Damn it.
abilities.
Look, let's just get up there.
Yeah, let's
I
go. Let's go.
push Cosmos upwards.
I
You,
also yell for Julian to come up here.
I have Julian in my arms.
God.
Still,
Cosmo
I-
is dragging
Go. What?
and Cosmo is pulling Julian behind him, and you all enter the circle. And as you do, you feel like the sense of unity connecting you all. Like you're almost holding hands and being one thing. You feel connected on an entirely different plane. All the blood starts glowing in this warm blue light, and it slowly starts almost lifting up from the ground, forming in waving patterns. You hear a few gunshots being shot in your direction. I would like you all to roll defense.
I like that we can't shoot 500 meters plus, but they can.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't shoot precisely.
11.
7.
A 4? A 5?
9?
The time of
I mean, I rolled double sixes, y'all. And that's with the bonuses. So, Grace and Felix, you both take a major damage.
Does that mean I have 1 left?
That means you have 3 major damage and 1 minor damage.
Okay.
So you're still alive, barely.
Okay,
You
ow.
pierce through your shoulder right next to your wound, and you scream out as thunder strikes right in the middle and cracks open the soul stone. And for a moment, it's like time stops. Everything slows down to an almost halt. The rain is still in the air. You can see the individual drops. And from the soul stone, 5 almost ethereal shapes exit. And they're all holding out hands. Almost like they're waiting for someone to grab their hand.
Do it.
You recognize one of them being
five?
Julian's mother.
You
Yes,
said 5?
5
We are
shapes.
6?
Yes.
Okay, I shoot the child.
No.
No.
No, you don't.
Already said it. I'm gonna shoot the child.
How? Okay, first of all, how would
I
you?
can't paralyze
How
you.
would
I'm
you do
focused.
that? You're holding him, and then you've got a rifle, which, by
Splitter.
the way, is not
Bone
like a
splitter.
handgun.
You got there.
Bone splitter.
Julian all split up. You want a bone splitter?
Yeah, I want to bone split him.
I'm gonna send you something because you lose your last sanity.
Oh my gosh.
No.
No one said that all 6 of us can't get back.
You all see Cosmo about to shoot Julian, but as he's about to do it, you see his entire being just kind of change. His skin grows slick. He almost cracks up taller a little bit. His back starts to bulge, and remember that sea of undead, that thing that ran out between them all and cut heads off? He kind of looks like that, just still slightly human.
I would like to run over and give him the stemple with both of my legs out of the thing.
I would like for you to roll a melee attack and for Cosmo to roll defense. If you do not succeed, he kills Julian.
Well, I say that's pretty well because I just rolled a double fucking 6. That's plus my 2. That's 15.
Yeah, I rolled 9. Oh no, wait, I have +1, so 10.
Cosmo, you are about to fire against Julian, saving your own ass possibly, as you see Alex just charge right towards you and hit you right against the chest. And you feel it cave in. You actually take a major damage. And you start stumbling towards the edge of the ritual circle. You're not out yet, but you are very, very, very close.
So he let go of Julian.
Yes.
I would like to grab up Julian and just run and say, everyone in now, whatever that needs to be done.
Okay.
They're holding out their hands, waiting for someone to take them.
Everybody grab a hand.
Okay.
I grab Julian and grabs whoever's near me.
I'm gonna wait and see what happens to Julian.
I have Julian in my arms.
I know.
Okay.
And as you grab,
And I'm holding him.
First person. And as you do, You kind of just disappear.
I like to make it clear I'm holding Julian's hand.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
You disappear and Julian is left there. And there are now four shapes left.
Just
I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Do I have to?
No, you're gone. Hold up your sign when you're ready. So that's Ernest, Julian, Felix, Grace, and I was about to call you Elmo. Cosmo.
Yeah.
Elmo. You can become Elmo.
Ernest, what do you do? Ernest.
Get the child to get his hand.
I'm gonna say to Julian, hurry on and go on over and grab their hands. I'll keep Cosmo back as long as possible. Okay, you're gonna get out.
Wait, am I a bad guy now?
If you read the thing I sent you, you have a weird sudden need to taste flesh that has been dead for a while. And since there isn't anything around to eat, you want to make your own. It's like, you know, when you wake up in the middle of the night and you just crave that one thing.
Yeah, but what I'm asking is, do I still want to go after the guards, or am I going after my friends now?
That is completely up to you.
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay. I know what I'm going to do.
But Ernest, you yell to Julian, and Julian is fucking confused. Like he is terrified right now. Something that was formerly probably a friend just tried to kill him again, just like he tried to kill Luke. And then Alex just disappeared out of nowhere. He's panicking. It's clear to see in his face. He's panicking. He's not hearing what you're saying.
It's okay. Can I grab Julian and force his hand to one of those light people?
You quickly run over and grab Julian, and you run to the closest light shape.
Not me grabbing it, just so I.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And it is accidentally his mother, and she just smiles at him, and he almost automatically just takes her hand, almost gently. And the moment they touch, you feel him disappear. That makes it Julian, who's now gone. Then it is Felix.
There are 3 light people left.
There are 3 light people left. You are 4 people left.
I don't know.
What does Felix want to do? Everything is slowed down around you. It is only within the circle that you are moving properly. Even the guards seem to always run in slow motion.
I'm going to run to Grace and push her nicely into
I'm gonna
light.
hold still and protest, giving me a chance to speak to him.
You can speak to each other, yes.
Yeah. Felix, you need to grab the hands. I can hold this shit up. If
After
anybody's
you.
If anybody's supposed to go last, I'm the one
But
holding this shit up.
But there's not
people
enough
help
for
us.
everyone.
Listen, Have you seen what happened to Cosmo? He's not himself anymore. Just do it,
No.
please.
I want you to be safe. I won't do anything without you.
Listen.
We can grab it at the same time.
That's
Time is running out for your turn. Your
Please.
turn is right next to each other, so you are allowed to act at once.
I'm gonna grab Felix and I'm gonna kiss him. It's like, grab the fucking hand or you're not getting any more. And I will roll intimidation or seduction.
Is that needed, Felix?
No.
So, what does the newly kissed Felix do?
I'm going to turn to her, Gracie, and say, Grace, I love you. Don't leave me. And then take the hand.
You take the hand and you also disappear. Grace, it's your turn.
I'm gonna look to Ernest and I'm just gonna say, Ernest, grab the hand.
It is not Ernest's turn yet. What are
No,
you
but
doing?
that's what I'm gonna
Yes, you
yell.
are focused.
That's what I'm gonna use my turn on, is yelling to him to grab the hand.
Grab the hand. That makes it Cosmo's turn.
It's my turn now. Well, can I eat one of the alive people?
No, they are incorporeal.
Oh well, then I'm gonna run. What?
Beaumont, you do have 2 friends in the circle.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna run down to the guards and try to eat one of them. Shooting them while I'm running at them.
You roar as you exit the circle, and you feel this crackling energy fill your entire body, and you just Cosmo is gone. You are a corpse crawler now, and you run straight towards these guards, ready to throw splinters at them and decapitate them, and wait for their body to rot so you can froth and eat their rotting flesh. That's sweet. There. You easily gain on them in no time and overpower them like that. Which brings us back to Ernest.
So, Cosmo's gone.
Cosmos is
Circle.
gone. It's gone, Ernest. The only thing you can do is save yourself. I'll be right behind you.
Alright, I grab.
You
I do.
and as you do, you disappear. Grace, it's your turn.
Can I look out to Cosmo through the circle?
Yes. You see him running towards the slow motion guards.
Can I use my psychic ability to just tune in on his frequency just to say a quick message before I leave?
You can try. As you do, you focus in on Cosmo, and you don't feel Cosmo. It's like it has the shape of him, but it's just not right anymore.
Okay. Buddy, if you're in there, thanks for the adventure. Hope you have a great one, and I hope they taste great. And I take the hand.
You grab onto the hand, and you also disappear. Cosmo, the rain falls again. The thunder and lightning is at its worst, and you are slashing guards left and right. They are falling like flies as you take them down, cutting through their bodies, hearing bone crunch. They are shooting at you, but the bullets do nothing to you now. You're too fast, you evade them, and you drag one of their corpses in your back club out into the forest as you become part of Dystopia.
I still have gunshots.
You can't use your gun anymore.
Oh fuck.
You don't really have hands.
You are a corpse crawler, and you are one of the fastest, most scary things in this world right now. The rest of you, you feel the warm light. This time, it doesn't go dark, and you don't wake up in some weird abandoned factory. Instead, you all hear individual voices. Alex, you were the first one to grab. You hear this very commanding voice with lots of authority, asking you if you are sure, and they have a spot for you in their military if you want to.
I'm sure about what?
If you want to go back, can you go back?
Yes, I'm going back.
You say yes, and you feel the light fade. The next one to grab was Julian. It is his mother asking him if he's ready to go back, and he just cries out yes. He wants to go home. You know his dad is there, and he is pretty sure that he's also going to meet Ernest, and he is ready. Then it's Felix. You hear this almost electronic voice asking you if you can go home. Mother is ready to take you if you want to be part of her.
I need to get home.
It fades, and you also feel that light leave your body. Then we have Ernest, I believe, yes. You feel it almost sounds like Dr. Kraus for a moment, saying that they could use someone with your skill and expertise to talk to their people for them, to be a political figure, and that they would love to have you as one of their foremost leaders. Can you go home? You need to go home. You also feel that light fade. Grace, you hear this almost booming yet gentle voice that sounds like hellfire speaking, and it asks you if you can go home, my child. You are the next high priestess if you want her space.
It's what she's wanted for so.
It's yours for the taking. I will make sure of it.
I'm gonna let the dice decide. She goes home. She has a new start now. She can start over.
You feel like you're ready to go home, and you also feel that light leave your body. And as you do, you are standing right back in your living room.
Like the cottage living room?
Yes, the cottage living room, the kitchen where you were all in.
Is Alex's sister there?
There is a thunderstorm going on outside. It's quite wicked. And you hear nothing other than thunder and lightning. And water boiling.
From the pasta?
Yes, from the pasta.
Wait. Is Julian there?
Julian is also standing there, yes.
Oh.
He looks around slightly confused because he kind of sort of remembered this, but it's also different. And as soon as he sees you, Ernest, he just runs over to you and hugs you.
I do the same with Gracie.
Can I hug him back?
I'm just like panicking, just like, where the fuck is my little sister?
You decide that probably her room is the best place to look, and you just barge through the door. And in the living room, you see a very tall, broad man sitting, and there is your little sister sitting beside him on the couch underneath a blanket drinking hot cocoa.
I just run over and hug her.
What about the man?
The second you barge in the door, the man is like already up and standing, and he's like ready to fight you.
I'm just like, I want to hug my little sister.
She's your sister?
Yes, of course she's my sister.
Wait, you also got back?
Of course we got back.
Where's Julian?
Julian's out there. Go hug your bloody son.
And he just sprints out of the room, and he sees Julian and Ernest, and he's going for Julian. Ernest, I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna give him space. I'm gonna give him space.
He just lifts him up and hugs him so tight, and you see this grown man actually cry his eyes out, and he just says, "I'm sorry, so sorry." As they're standing there together. You are back home. You are different people than when you entered. If you look at the time in the calendar, it's only been 3 hours. Irene seems fine. She's very confused as to why this man suddenly appeared, but he said he had rented the house, so she decided to wait for the adults. And since you were gone, she kind of guessed that she was the adult, so they ate all the ice cream together. And yeah, it was just weird because the phone lines cut out with the weird storm, and she was very uncomfortable, but he seemed nice. He knew how to make cocoa. You still have remnants of your powers left, like these crazy things that you could do in the other world. They're not completely gone. They're still there, just a tiny sliver of it. And if you ignore it for too long, you might just forget it. It all seems like a bad, distant dream. And the only thing that doesn't add up is the fact that Cosmo is gone.
And my freaking boyfriend.
And David, of course. There is a car too much in the driveway, and the suitcases don't add up anymore.
I'm just gonna break down on the floor. That's basically all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab the wine.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably grab whatever alcohol bottle is extra and then go over to Claude and then just essentially spend the time explaining to him.
What exactly did you tell him?
Tell him what's happened.
Yeah.
You did what to Luke?
Yeah, he kind of nods.
I also make sure to add comments about how I very much disagreed with a lot of the violence.
He nods along. He gets what you're saying. He laughs at the silly parts and the awkward parts. And in the end, he also grabs the bottle and he just downs half of it.
And now Ernest wants shared custody over Julian.
Felix, what do you do?
I'm gonna grab a wine glass and sit next to Gracie.
You can snuggle up under a blanket. There are plenty of couches, there are plenty of room, there's plenty of space.
I'm gonna let him give me that one hug, but I'm gonna be like, please don't touch me right now. It's okay that you're by, it's nice, but I can't right now. I just can't. I just can't.
I'd like to take Irene in sit her on a sofa, get 2 bottles of tequila, and hand one to Gracie. She's like, cheers,
Cheers, mate.
and sit down.
Irene is very confused as to why you're all looking so trash. She used that word specifically.
Blood. Blood.
Like, did you get wasted or something?
I just go, yeah, in 3 hours? I wish.
Question, GM.
Yes.
Am I still bitten?
Yes, the thing is itching. It's still there. You all feel a little dizzy from the blood loss. It doesn't look red though. It doesn't look infected.
Okay.
I ask Gracie, do you still have the wound?
I still have the wound, yes. I
You
do.
should probably clean it.
I'm gonna take the tequila.
You clean your wound with tequila. Like a responsible adult.
Yeah.
And
Very responsible adult cleaning my wound with tequila.
and that is just about the end of the story. Claude thanks you all for taking care of Julian. He understands how tough it was. And yeah, welcome back, guys.
Thank you.
We should start a company.
No! And we won't call it Mother.
A technology company, and we'll call it Father.
So, thank you all for watching and following along on this whack adventure of morality, sanity, friendship, love, and survival. We went through a lot, and I hope you all enjoyed the story. If you want to see more, there will be another story and another game master next time, hopefully next Sunday or the Sunday after that, who will take you on another adventure through the world of Dystopia. If you like our little project here, consider supporting us over on Patreon, where you can become part of the Dystopian family. More rewards are on the way, and the more you give to us, the more we give back to you. Check out our shop at dystopiadk.shop, where we have awesome merch. And you can also find a lot of lore about the world and pictures of the places that these people have been. I hope you liked it, and hopefully we will see you all again.
Bye.
Oh yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.